mature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Oh, another day in the hot box, man. But
I don't even feel it anymore.
I saw an expert outside, 20 feet outside our door.
There is
There's
a
an
heating and
expert.
cooling expert.
Yep, a technician. Someone is in the rafters right now, and it's not one of our guys with a hammer.
Now, the bad news is there's no radio experts here. But
No.
we'll do our best over the next 3 hours to, I guess, keep you entertained. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Got a big program today around the Big Ten with our guy Adam Rittenberg from ESPN. That is coming up at 3:30. Too Hot with Teddy at 4:30. Teddy finds audio that we have not heard before, and we comment on said audio. Speaking of audio, I was up this morning listening to T-Bone and Tyvis, as I always do.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard T-Bone and Tyvis promote that this man to my right, Timmy Hall, was going to be on the show, which, by the way, was news to me.
Very cool, right?
You know?
Very cool. It
You
all
got your-
happened kind of fast. It happened since I've seen you yesterday. It wasn't set up by the time you and I got in our cars and went
Well,
home
I
yesterday.
understand that,
I
but
would've
we
told
were-
you I was going on.
We were TXTing last night.
We were.
That could have been thrown into the conversation.
It was after we were texting. I can check the timestamps on it. Maybe it was while we were still texting, but I didn't.
Well, you
tell
know
it
what,
was
though?
so
That
late
is
in the
not
day.
important. What is important? They wanted to talk to you, Timmy, because you're a big Commanders fan.
Oh, yeah, big game.
You know a little bit about that football team. They're playing the Packers tonight. Catch all the action right here on the Fan. And, you know, they wanted your expertise. And I believe your scheduled time was what, 7:45?
7:45.
7:45.
Scheduled to appear, though. Scheduled to appear.
Yeah. And that segment came and went. Didn't hear you
Yeah.
because you decided to big time T-Bone and Tyvis. I'm on my way. I'm making it. You're an afternoon drive now.
That's right, baby. That's right. Hey, maybe
I don't have
I'll
to be on
there.
time.
Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I won't if I see the phone call. What is this, like Peter Gabriel or something?
Peter Gabriel, big time.
This is no Genesis or anything?
No.
Solo career.
Solo Gabriel.
I thought you would give me a little Big Shot from Billy Joel. You had to be a big shot, didn't ya?
That's a pet peeve. Don't
I know,
sing
I'm
one
sorry.
song when another song is playing.
I don't know this song, though.
Then don't sing anything.
All right. I felt bad about it. I
You
was
should
such
feel bad.
Such a hole today.
And you know what? They put you on at 8. I wouldn't have put you on. I said, oh, you missed your slot. Sorry. We called Carrot Top instead. I would have called Jim Lachey. Hey, Jim Lachey, you know something about Washington football? Go ahead.
What I would have done is I would have taken the call and then hung up on me. Right after. Let me go for about 5 or 6 seconds and then click hang up. Sorry, that's all the time we have. It's all the time we have left in the
I'll tell you a
segment.
little story.
On to bigger and better things.
This is, I don't know if I was hosting with Spielman at this point or if I was by myself. I don't know. But my producer at the time, not Teddy, my producer at the time, we had booked Clark Kellogg.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And we talked to Clark quite a bit, but the time before, he unfortunately got his times mixed up and stiffed us, right?
And said sorry.
Oh, yes, he was very apologetic, you know, and he said, oh, it'll never happen again. And you know, so we booked him again. And my producer was sure to remind him of the time. Mm-hmm. I forget the time. I was like, this is the time that we need. And Clark's absolutely no problem, right? And so I promote Clark, and I actually make fun of the fact that we tried to get him on last time, but he wasn't available. But he assures me he's going to be available today. And again, I like Clark a lot. This is a long time ago.
He is a nice man.
A long time ago, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
it's still like this, but when you called Clark, and you got his voicemail message. It wasn't, "Hi, this is Clark Kellogg." It was, "The Bible says," and then he would have a Bible quote.
Why did you do "the Bible says" as in Jay Burson's voice?
I don't know.
This
This is my Clark Kellogg, too. Hey.
Clark forced Jay
Jay's
Burson.
Jay's a little higher. Here's Jay. Clark's down here.
That ain't no Clark that
I'm
I
no
know.
Rich Little, all right? I'm just trying to tell a story. Okay.
Come on now.
So, my producer calls, gets the voicemail, right? Gives it a couple minutes. Calls, gets the voicemail. I see him sweating bullets over there. I'm getting ready to go back on the air. No Clark.
Nothing.
Promoted Clark, no Clark.
Yep.
Right? And so I found this out later because we did the whole segment. I tap danced, no Clark.
Right. Yep.
Embarrassed, all of that. I found out after the segment as I walked in there, my producer was so angry with Clark.
Yeah.
This was very uncharacteristic of him, too. He left him a voicemail message that simply said, "The Bible says, call me back, a-hole."
No.
No.
That's not true.
It is true.
But it's really funny.
Clark called him back.
Hey, that show?
Yeah. Said, "I'm so
cool.
sorry."
Cool. Yes, it worked. It worked.
Call me back, a-hole.
Honest to goodness, because I've always believed in this. Things do happen, right? When we're trying to get a hold of people that have very tight schedules, that have very busy jobs. If you can't do it, or if you don't want to do it, we always just say, just tell us that. Just
Right.
say you can't do it. I understand if you really, truly meant to, you wanted to put it in your schedule, and then you missed the call or whatever. My thing is because we're doing the whole Rimmer segment, I have to turn my phone off completely. I have to silence it. And so I truly didn't hear it. I'm having a conversation with Sarah, doing schedules. I'm like, oh, shoot. Dylan's texted me 3 times. Bones texted me alive. I'm like, oh, my God, man, I'm so... Sorry, Bone. It's just not that big of a deal to me right now.
Who are you, an AP voter? I don't know why you're upset about me putting Florida #1.
I just had to say, come on, man. Shit. You think that I'm going to get my ass up at 7:45 now that we're doing afternoons to talk about the Commanders who have already won this game? It's already in the books. It's already in the books. Just give it to them. I did appreciate there should have been no shortage of how badly they roasted me and how badly they cooked me, whatever you want to say, because they were all ready to pick the Commanders. And as soon as I did that, it went the complete opposite direction. So they're on the Packers now, and they would like my team to lose every single game.
Now, when I've been on that show one time.
You were in studio.
I've only been asked to be on that show one time. That's okay. I don't take it personally.
That was it. That was my first ask.
But I had
probably my last.
I had the courtesy to get my ass in here, show them the respect they deserve by sitting in the studio.
But they offered to have you in studio, right? Or did you offer to come
I
in studio?
offered to come in.
I didn't want to overstep.
No, you're not overstepping. It's always better to have somebody in studio.
Yeah.
You know that.
I do know
I hate talking to people on the phone. Hey, by the way, Adam Rittenberg's on the phone at 3:30. Please do join us. But I have to talk to him on the phone. He lives in Chicago.
Right. We talked to Rimmer on the phone, even though he came in studio this week. We talked to Jason Stark on the phone. Nicole Sheeran sometimes comes into the studio with us.
If she's not big time in us.
If she can make it, yeah.
I don't know when Evan Turner got here.
Hey, big time.
I do know
The Bible says, call me back, hey-ho.
I do know what you mean with your Clark Kellogg impersonation now, because now I'm hearing him at the desk.
Yes, I told you.
He's just a very, that's a good point, Chuck. I don't know, Chuck. I think you might be being a little bit too hard on Coach Pearl. He's a passionate coach. He just wants to get the most out of his players.
Is Bruce Pearl like running for governor or something?
Bruce Pearl's got something up his sleeve.
He's cooking up something.
He does have something up his sleeve. I think he's trying to run for state senate.
Bruce Pearl, friend of Fish.
That's right.
They work together.
What is the story with
at
Fish
Sirius
and Coach
XM?
Pearl? No, here was the story.
What are you asking me for? I gave you the answer, and
No,
you're wrong.
No,
here's the story.
No, there was a part to this story. The connection with Fish and Coach Pearl is when the Buckeyes played Auburn here recently. Fish made it a point to get a message to Bruce Pearl to refer to Paul Keels
as Big Daddy
in a certain type of way.
That's
and it
right.
was a very funny moment. Paul didn't really expect it. And you know how Paul is a self-deprecating guy, even though we know what a play-by-play legend he is. He never wants to take those compliments. He always says, aim higher. If you ever say something about how, I just want to get to where you are one day, Paul, want to be like you one day, aim higher. That's what he'll say.
In reality, he's thinking, good luck, you no-talent loser.
Sure, right.
All right, Browns and Bengals news coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking 3 right lanes on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. It's causing a 15-minute delay and stop-and-go traffic from the 71 east split. We also have a slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and I-70. This report is sponsored by Murphy Tractor. Your job is demanding, so choose a partner who delivers more. At Murphy Tractor and Equipment, they provide John Deere equipment that sets the standard for reliability and performance. Visit murphytractor.com and take your job site to the next level. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next level wellness, 5-star IV and aesthetic treatments. Look great, feel great. 4 locations in Central Ohio. Book your drip at hydratememedspa.com.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 18-count cartons of large grade A Kroger brand eggs. They're just $2.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in store September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. TNC supply in-app only.
If you trust your dog to watch burgers on the grill before you trust the big garage door guys, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A summer day for us yet again with the dry spell continuing. Daytime highs will get into the low 80s with plenty of sun, and then for tonight, clearing skies overnight with lows in the mid 50s. We end the work week with plenty of sunshine and light winds with our daytime highs getting up into the mid 80s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, looky here. Summer clearly is still hanging around, even though it might be heading towards fall. The hot weather, we're getting it next week, and you should be feeling your best this time of year. You want to be rested, sharp, full of energy, but if you feel like you're just stuck in a lower gear, maybe low testosterone is to blame. Low T, as they call that in the biz.
Or maybe you're in a really hot room with no air conditioning, like I am right now.
That too. So maybe Tri-State Men's Health, they could also come here and just make it cooler. I don't know if they're experts in 2 areas instead of just this one. But all you got to do is go to tristatemenshealth.com. I want you to try taking this low T quiz on the website, because if you're in your late 20s, 30s, heading towards the big 4-0, a lot of these things might be affecting you. The decrease in libido, putting on weight, just less productive in the gym, poor sleep patterns, less energy. This could be the thing. First appointment is $99. You get the consult, T and PSA test, and if you sign up for treatment the day of the appointment, your visit is free. Start feeling better. 2 lovely locations right here in Central Ohio. Go to tristatemenshealth.com.
All right, here's some nuggets for you. The Bengals getting ready for Jacksonville this weekend. Jags head coach Liam Cohen. I forgot that's who it was.
Think he's an Oasis fan?
I mean, that's the most British name ever.
Oh, Liam Cohen's here.
I'm just assuming if you're of that age, I think almost every NFL coach now outside of Pete Carroll is in that 35 to 45 age group. Him and Andy Reid. I'm going to say he's an Oasis fan.
Liam Cohen says he expects to get Travis Hunter some more action on defense. I want to say he played like 6 snaps on defense last week. So there's that.
There's going to have to be a balance that they wind up striking, don't you believe? And then he's going to ultimately become more of a wide receiver as time goes on, and he'll be that kind of weapon for him.
Browns getting ready for the Ravens. Jerry Jeudy was asked about the challenges the Ravens secondary presents. His answer? No challenges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they suck, right?
Mike Gundy.
Well, they weren't much for Josh Allen in the fourth quarter, but they were pretty damn good.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what this Ravens team is going to be. As a matter of fact, we saw the stat last week. John Harbaugh has lost more double-digit leads in the second half than any other active coach in the NFL. That was their game, and it seems like they have a handful of those games every single year where it looks like it's in the bag, and they take their foot off the gas, and they lose a game they shouldn't lose to, and it winds up costing them playoff seeding. But I will tell you this. with that whole 30th anniversary celebration they're doing on Sunday, coming off of the epic loss, it's their home opener. The Browns are going to lose by 100. They're going to kill you. What's the line on this game? 11.5?
That's
not enough.
Crazy, right?
Not enough.
And that is one of those lines that just shocks you because it's still the NFL. You really think they're going to blow them away that bad?
Yes.
By 3 touchdowns?
They're going to kill them.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they lost week 1, you are right. Baltimore, they're not going in an 0-2. I'm not trying to make up any case that they lose this game. Baltimore will win this game. And you mentioned Jerry Jeudy was talking about the secondary, right? I was actually thinking about this a lot watching that Sunday night football game because of all the talent they wind up. Doesn't it just seem that Baltimore throughout the last 20 years has always had a secondary like that? We think about Ray Lewis all the time and how many years he was manning the middle there, but their corners, their safeties, some of the best to ever play, like Ed Reed. They go into a new era. They bring in Jair Alexander, who's been one of the top corners. So they got him now. They got Nate Wiggins, who's a young player. Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame, who is an outstanding safety. Marlon Humphrey. They have talent for days back there.
Lamar Jackson also apologized to the fan that he shoved.
He shouldn't have.
He said about the situation, and what he would tell this guy is, just chill next time. You can talk trash and stuff, but keep your hands to yourself. It just happened. I got pushed. I'm like, what? I wasn't even thinking about me being out there on the field. My apologies to him. I'm with you. You shouldn't have to apologize.
No.
You know, it's a different situation.
This isn't, swing on him.
The Palace in Auburn Hills where you're in the stands and the rumble breaks out.
Right. Ron Artest going up there, grabbing a guy by the shirt and swinging on him. No,
if that happens, if you jump into the stands and beat his ass, then we've got an issue. But you had a clown out there thinking he was part of the show, touching you, contacting you, pushing you. It's natural to push somebody back. And I'm glad that he's not getting fined or suspended, Lamar Jackson, because I don't think he did anything wrong. And you shouldn't apologize to this guy. You should be saying, I'm sorry I didn't hit you harder.
Absolutely. You know, you just took me in the Wayback Machine when you mentioned the Palace at Auburn Hills. We were actually standing in line waiting for burgers at one of our spots. The place is called Jefferson's. I think it's still open. It closed for a while, but if you're ever in Lawrence, Kansas to check out a basketball game at KU, go and get a Jefferson burger. We're standing there, and it was like one of those ESPN Tuesday night games. It wasn't any big deal. It was just Pistons Pacers. And this is unfolding. It was, I get like an elbow on my shoulder. My buddy is saying like, look at that up there. And then all that melee breaks loose and it winds up being the biggest story in sports for a year's time. But the good news is no not a suspension. That would be ridiculous.
For Lamar?
But no fine.
No fine, no suspension.
No, nothing for Lamar. That's what the NFL has decided. This would be like if the dad was going to apologize to Philly's Karen, you know? No, like I know he's doing all the media tours and he's been very gracious, like Lamar is doing here. He's apologizing for it. I don't think he needed
this up
to.
Yesterday. How is it possible that we have all of this footage? And I'm not talking about like grainy footage. I mean, it's in HD.
We got her face. We see her. Someone knows who she is.
How have we not identified this woman yet?
Millions and millions, hundreds of millions of views on that altercation.
Because usually what happens is like, you know, one of your friends say, oh, that's Karen.
That's Jane.
Right?
Yeah.
And it just sort of leaks out. You tell one person, like, oh, I saw her on the TV. And somehow it trickles down and you get caught. This woman, shockingly, Philly's Karen, has no friends.
Well,
she has no friends and no one knows who the hell she is.
It's not that she doesn't have friends. She's obviously a B, and people that don't like her should have outed her by now, right? Someone on their block, on her street, what have you, knows her and would send that to TMZ or whatever and say, like, how much do you want for this information? Stay anonymous. This is who she is. Get on more of the story.
Fan bases. Sparty fans are upset. They have to wait until 11 o'clock to see their team lose to USC in a few weeks.
They still on this?
Well, no, I'm using this as an example. So they're upset. We talked about that a couple days ago. And I saw today that Oregon fans are still bitching and moaning because they have to play at Northwestern this week, and that is noon Eastern time, which is 9 o'clock.
Well, you're not,
for one of the best teams in the country. Here's my question to you.
You're not in Pacific time, okay? You're in Chicago. That's actually 11 a.m. for Northwestern.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a morning game for Northwestern. I know you love the idea of some morning football.
9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
Sign me up.
Let's play at 9 a.m. Forget about 11.
You know the only thing better than noon games? 9 o'clock in the morning games.
NFL Europe, man. Or you know what I mean. Playing in London, playing in Germany, whatever.
If you could have your favorite team play at 11 p.m. or 9 a.m.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
I understand, but you and I are cuckoo.
You
Teddy,
know the answer to that.
11 p.m. or 9 a.m., Teddy?
I think Teddy's not even
Let's play
listening
a game
to the
called
program.
Listen to the Show. 11 p.m. for your favorite team or 9 a.m. You giving blood in there?
You still doing too hot?
I'm putting together the weather. You know, that is part of my job.
I got
the weather together.
I got the weather for you. Sucks. There's the weather. Brought to you by 10 TV's Common Man.
Jerry Martz, actually. But 9 a.m. is definitely better than 11 p.m. No doubt. Every day. Give me the 9 a.m.
The thing that I loved about my time in Utah was the kickoff times, tip times for sporting events. It was marvelous. It was the best of everything.
Oh, and I was out on the left coast, man?
Well, that's extremely early.
Watching
you were talking about morning baseball games.
9 o'clock in the morning.
You would go to the bars after your shift was done when you were in morning radio, drink away your sorrows with a buddy, and watch the White Sox lose a bunch of games.
The bad news is that I was slowly becoming an alcoholic. The good news is I had East Coast baseball on in the morning to help me through that time.
Yeah, so I would get in Mountain Time, you're looking at the 1 o'clock games are kicking off at 11 every single Sunday. So that was nice. That wasn't such an extreme effect.
They do primetime TV like Central Time, too.
They do. Yeah, they do. There's an adjustment with it. But when you're talking about sports, you can adjust when a live event is going on. Right. So that's the primetime stuff was when it helped. That was when it was the sweet spot because instead of take the national championship games, which we still agree they start obscenely late after 9 o'clock. It's just it's ridiculous. So you got a nice 7 o'clock, 7:15 start. The Super Bowl.
That's normal.
Yeah, normal. But Super Bowl Sunday was cool because a nice 4 o'clock, 4:15 kickoff. Still plenty of time to wind down, get ready for whatever you got to do that Monday. It's more of a buffer zone. It was better.
Around the Big Ten with our guy Adam Rittenberg 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And watch out for a disabled vehicle that's causing slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side at Cook Road. It's moving slow from North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I have the greenest lawn in the neighborhood every single year. And the reason why is water and Weed Man. Good news, I'm only selling you one of them. Fall is the perfect time to improve your lawn for next year. The work you do or don't do now is directly reflected next spring. If you want a beautiful spring lawn, it starts now, not next April. Now through the end of September, mention the promo code Common Man and get a free blanket weed control with the purchase of a full program. For a free quote, go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com.
At Logan Services, we're more than heating and air. We're a family-owned business that puts people first. For decades, we've built our reputation on honesty, hard work, and treating your home like it's our own. From the first phone call to the final handshake, you'll work with a caring, local team that shows up on time and does the job right. Because comfort isn't about temperature, it's about integrity. Logan Services, family-owned, people-focused, and proud to serve its customers.
Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man and Timmy present Around the Big Ten with ESPN's Adam Rittenberg.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
Our guy covers all things college football for ESPN. Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend.
Hello, how we doing?
Oh, fantastic. Good. We have no air conditioning in here. We're sweating. I'm going to wring out my underwear. It's great. Hey, let's talk about last week before we move on to this week. Oregon beats Oklahoma State 69-3. And that was the score at the end of the third quarter. They pretty much stopped playing in the fourth quarter. Can you think of a situation? Look, I know that Oklahoma State's not, Texas or anything.
They're still in the Big 12.
But that's still a big-time school, and they had oil money back in the day. And I know that Mike Gundy was flapping his gums, and he's a total moron, and that motivated Oregon. But are you surprised to see that level of butt-whooping?
Yeah, I mean, Dan Lanning's clearly not one to tick off when you don't have the horses. And I think he's become a little sensitive, understandably. I talked to him about this at Media Day last year about people talking about Oregon's NIL situation and almost saying, under their breath, Oregon shouldn't be in such an advantageous position. Look at where they're located. They don't have the history of this program and this program and this program. But it's a new day, and Dan's not going to apologize for that, and he certainly used it motivation-wise for his team. And they put up points in bunches, and they have had that ability in the past. I think this offense with Dante Moore at quarterback and some of their weapons at receiver and running back and their offensive line certainly has the ability to strike, probably not to that extent in every Big Ten game, but they certainly flexed their muscles and reminded everybody that, hey, we won the Big Ten last year. We were the only undefeated team in the regular season, and we should deserve a little bit more attention nationally. It shouldn't all just be Penn State, Ohio State, and other teams like that.
Adam, let's go back and look at that Michigan-Oklahoma game for a second. We've heard from some that Bryce Underwood could be the best freshman player in college football history, and I know their fans were excited to see what he'd do in a big game like this. Clearly, the more experienced guy and the better guy was John Mateer on the other side, but what do you think this means for Michigan going forward? They don't have the toughest schedule, and they get the Buckeyes at home, but what do you see from Underwood and how they go from here?
Yeah, right. So it was a reality check that, you're going against an experienced defense and a really good defensive head coach in Brent Venables, who's done this to other young quarterbacks throughout his career. And so it's not linear. It's not like he's just going to be great right out the gate, and he's going to have to develop and get more comfortable, improve that accuracy. He wasn't really able to attack downfield other than the one 44-yard completion to McCulley. And that was my concern, guys, going into the year. I knew Bryce Underwood would be an upgrade at quarterback and Chip Lindsey would be an upgrade at offensive coordinator. But did Michigan have enough at receiver, especially with the loss of Colston Loveland, the first-round draft pick at tight end? Would they have enough to help Bryce Underwood? And I think that question is still very much out there after a game like Oklahoma. And so this is kind of a get-well potential week against Central Michigan, although they've been playing well. And then they have a trip to Nebraska, which is playing really good football so far. So we're going to know where Michigan is, I think, by early October. And we may be asking those same questions about the supporting cast around Underwood.
Some press this week about the proposal to have one transfer portal, and that would be when the Final Four teams are still playing college football. Ryan Day says he's not in favor of it. Some other coaches have come out and said, well, stop whining. If you're one of the Final Four, that's the least of your worries, I guess. What's your take on it?
Yeah, what was the quote from Brian Kelly? You shouldn't make...
There's no crying on the yacht.
Yeah, no crying on the yacht. I like that. It could be on a T-shirt. And I get what Ryan's saying. I understand the other side of it. I think one group that is certainly concerned to a degree are the schools that are on trimesters. Oregon and Washington, Northwestern. I think UCLA used to be. I got to check if they still are, but they want to have protections because they start school that first week of January in many cases, and how are they going to get everybody in? Even if you aren't if part of the college football playoff. So there's not going to be a perfect solution for everyone. I think the way it is right now isn't great either. I understand those who are criticizing. Well, if you move the portal so much later, you're going to have guys who don't want to be at a school. And then they certainly don't want a situation where you have to unenroll, although I've had coaches that have advocated for that. I spoke to some coaches in the ACC who thought there would be a real benefit to allowing players to unenroll for that spring term while they transfer and then re-enroll for the summer term. So you kind of have that one period of being in limbo, but then you could really take your time and figure out where you want to play. So this is where we're at in college football. It's not going to please everybody, but I do believe this is where we're headed, that one transfer portal in January.
Adam, couple of Friday night games for the Big Ten. Winless watch for UCLA. They're 15.5-point favorites over New Mexico. They get the job done?
They better. If they don't, then you could be looking at, a winless season, a one-win season. I mean, it's been a disastrous start for the Bruins so far. And, with all the excitement in the offseason around Nico Iamaleava and making him the face of the team and, trying to create some buzz around their program, to be 0-2, they had an off-field incident with their backup quarterback over the weekend. I just can't imagine a worse start for them. So they need something positive to happen. We saw New Mexico do some good things offensively. They got a new coach who I'm interested in Jason Eck, but absolutely a must-win for UCLA to have any sort of success this season.
So two other games of interest that I'm looking at is the first time that USC is going to make the trip against a team that was really, really bad last year, and I'm not quite sure how much of a turn Purdue can take under a new coach. So there's that one at 3:30. And then there's Minnesota going to the West Coast all the way to Cal at 10:30 to see if PJ Fleck can get a 3-0
You know what that
start.
tells me? Not a lot of good games in the conference this week.
Not a lot of great games. We're looking at them. We need your help finding them.
No, there aren't. But I also I'm glad you highlighted that USC Purdue game. Not necessarily because I think Purdue will be better, and Barry Odom was a good hire for them. But USC had such a hard time winning road games against good teams, against mediocre teams, and even against a bad team like Maryland. Maryland didn't win another Big Ten game last year other than its home win over USC. And so I know Lincoln Riley was talking the other day about some of the adjustments they've made as far as when they leave, the size of their plane, and they're just trying to get things in order so that they can perform better away from home, because they were a pretty good home team last year. They could have had a win over Penn State. They had some other decent wins at the Coliseum, but they've got to play better on the road against a team that they have a lot more talent than, which is Purdue. So this is an important moment for them. I'm really excited for Minnesota Cal. Minnesota's playing at a high level so far, albeit against lower tier competition. Cal is off to a good start. They have one of the better young quarterbacks in college football, at least so far. Minnesota defensively has been good. So this is going to be a fun one to watch, to stay up late for. It's in my hometown out in California, so I'll certainly be watching late at night on Saturday.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg. We've gotten this far, and we've looked at these matchups, and we haven't even touched on Wisconsin, Alabama, and I think there's a reason for that. I mean, if you look at the logos, this is a big game between two big power, air quotes, teams in Tuscaloosa, but Wisconsin was iffy to begin with. It looks like their quarterback, Billy Edwards Jr., is not going to play in this game. I don't expect this game to be close. Do you?
I don't either, and I think it's important for Alabama not to make it close, because you want to quiet down all the unrest that was there after their opening loss to Florida State. And is Kalen DeBoer going to get fired? And what's the direction of the program? If they struggle with Wisconsin or actually lose, it's going to set off a ton of alarm bells. I feel a little bad for Wisconsin guys, because I really love the way that they schedule. I mean, they go out and schedule Alabama. I remember they scheduled LSU a couple of years ago, and it just never feels like they're at their peak. Last year they lost Tyler Van Dyke to injury in the first quarter of this game and weren't really competitive. Now they don't have Billy Edwards Jr. going down to Tuscaloosa. Maybe it wouldn't matter, but it's hard to see them competing. So I don't think we're going to get much of a read on Wisconsin either way. Their big game is going to be that Big Ten opener against Maryland, hopefully with Billy Edwards Jr. back on the field.
Adam, we always appreciate it, my friend. We'll talk next week.
Sounds good. Stay cool out there. All right.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Do you think that game?
No.
I mean, you look at the spread. It's 20.5, and I think that's generous.
I don't. And I don't even know what all the hubbub was about Billy Edwards Jr. coming over there. Do you? A 3-year guy at Maryland. What did he throw? 15 touchdowns last year?
They've been
for
so
the Maryland Terrapins?
desperate.
Yeah, I
for
know.
any sort of quarterback consistency.
I feel like in the past, though, and I know this is part of what the issue is turning out to be for Luke Fickell, is at first you wanted to sort of change the style and the way that they played up there. Not necessarily not running the football at all, but they wanted to maybe go to the air a little bit more than that traditional Wisconsin ground and pound was. That didn't seem to work yet. Now, like, this is, you're hopeful that Billy Edwards returns from injury for you, and that's going to save it. I don't think so, Coach.
Ryan Day with his radio show today. You'll hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some delay due to an accident that's on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. Police and emergency crews are on scene, causing stop-and-go traffic from Livingston Avenue. And we've got a slowdown on eastbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 5th Avenue. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under, free. Get your IHRA All Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Timmy, it's football season. That means winning and fun.
Oh, yeah. We have tailgate buffets for all of our watch parties. The 3 apps for $12 special. $25 Miller Lite buckets.
And don't forget the crab legs. That's extended through September.
So reserve a table at HollywoodColumbus.com.
And how about this for new members? Sign up for the rewards program on the Penn Play app. Get a $20 dining credit.
Then you get more crab legs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, crab legs.
Crab leg problem? Call 1-800-CRAB-LEGS.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast stackwich. Sweet and savory cinnamon swirl French toast piled with thick-cut bacon, natural pork sausage, and smoky Canadian bacon. It's the newest flavor in our lineup of breakfast sandwiches. All stacked fresh, all served hot, and all made in store to make your morning. The new 3-meat French toast stackwich from UDF. Mornings made for you.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply in-app only.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle and Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. Mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, we're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan.
Let's get one thing perfectly clear. If you're not willing to kill baby Hitler, you're a moron. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Maybe you're asking yourself, hey, Common Man, can I go see a Big Ten football game for the same price that a large blizzard costs at Dairy Queen on Hilliard Rome Road?
I saw the same thing.
Well,
you're looking at that
not
too.
only can you get to one Big Ten football game, you can get to two. New Mexico, UCLA, out in Pasadena, Rose Bowl. $7 is the get-in-the-door price. Also, Towson at Maryland, $6 for that one.
Towson. How about that? My grandfather's alma mater.
That's a Baltimore.
That is Baltimore area. Yeah, the Towson Tigers.
They're not at the same skill level,
They're
Jerry.
not at the same. I guarantee you that Towson has played at the Schottenstein Center. Guaranteed.
Ryan Day with his radio show today. I like this cut. This is about Ryan Day saying essentially, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We're essentially playing ourselves.
It doesn't matter who the opponent is. It's about us. And so, a lot of coaches talk about that, but we have to practice that. And so the way we practice and how fast we practice is going to be critically important about where we go this season, because everybody in the country wants what we want, and it's just, who's willing to do the work on a day-to-day basis.
This is the message that football coaches have to their teams when they play Grambling. And I understand that the Ohio Bobcats are not Grambling. They went out and beat West Virginia. Pat McAfee says they could make the college football playoff. He's also delusional. All right, but that's the message. All the public conversation about we respect them and they do some good things and all this stuff. The reality is, when you're a team like Ohio State, you are first and foremost playing against yourself. You're competing with yourself.
Absolutely. Where are you, though, for sort of the juice meter for this game for this week? Like, if you had to rate it 1 through 10, what kind of buzz the Ohio Bobcats?
2.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. 2? That's
2.
it.
Well,
going for 2. I mean,
you expect this game to be decently competitive? I don't.
I don't necessarily mean that. I guess in my head, the fact that they're an in-state school, they're coming off a win against West Virginia, and they're a good football team. They're a good football team at their level, though. That's the point that I want to make, and that they could maybe surprise the Buckeyes for a couple of quarters and make them lock in. I am in no way saying that Ohio has any shot to win. I mean, what's the line on this one anyway? 30 points? So that alone should tell you it's not all that buzzworthy. I guess I was going to get to maybe a 4. It wasn't going to hit the 50% mark or anything like that. I just think because it is one of these in-state schools, at the same time, I've been up here arguing that maybe these aren't even games that need to be played in college football anymore. I guess we'll find out on Saturday night how worth it is if they can muster up any kind of hot stretch in the game to take it into the late third.
No.
I don't see it happening.
If this is close in the late third, then you and I are going to have a hell of a show on Monday.
We probably will.
Because it shouldn't be.
Parker Navarro, he is a nice quarterback. He's a nice quarterback
Isn't
for
that
Ohio.
The Trump financial guy?
No, what's that guy's name?
Peter Navarro.
Peter, yeah. Parker is... He's got the mustache, he's got the flowing hair, and he runs like hell. This dude ran for over 1,000 yards last year, and you know they take away yards every time he gets sacked for college football stats, so just eclipsing that is impressive. And he had 18 rushing touchdowns.
Well, here is Ryan Day talking about Parker/Peter Navarro.
They equate numbers, so they're going to read somebody and then run, or they're going to run the quarterback, which is +1 run. So numerically, they have an advantage. And obviously, the second thing is the ability to escape or extend plays with his feet. So all of those things are a concern when you're playing against an athletic quarterback.
Also, not to be confused with Foo Fighters guitarist Dave Navarro.
That's Jane's Addiction, not Foo Fighters.
Dave Navarro wasn't with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sorry.
No.
Shoot.
Again, that's Jane's Addiction.
He was also in Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, he wasn't.
No?
You're so sure. You're so sure.
He's right. Timmy's right.
He is? What was he?
I got Jane's Addiction and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I got one.
So that's what the Wikipedia says.
A lot of artists are in more than one band throughout their days.
Not usually.
Tom Morello has been in Audio Slave and in Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, 93 to 98.
That's good. That's good enough.
All right,
that's good enough.
My bad.
That's probably a couple, 2 or 3 major albums.
Right. My bad.
Hey!
It was probably I didn't hear that album that he was in because it was the songs about California.
It's Californication, and every other song is about California. Yep.
All right, Ryan Day talking about the importance of alums coming back and being around the program.
That was great during the first week. We had all those guys on the sideline, and I look over and I look up and I just say Big DeWand. I hadn't seen him in a while, and I got, Parrott. We had all kinds of players on there in the sideline, and the sideline was packed. Matt Patricia's like, how many guys were on the sideline? I couldn't even get to the bench to talk to my players because we were getting late in the game. I said, well, that's just how it goes at Ohio State. We got everybody over there. We got all the the guys who are walk-ons. We got the trainers, and we got former players on the sideline. But it just created such a great atmosphere there. But I just think that the support that they feel, from the former players is important. And then we try to make sure that all the former players understand how important it is for them to feel like this is their program as well, because they're the ones that have put the work in on the field and have allowed the opportunities for the current team to go out and be on this type of stage. And so we have so much respect for all the former players who have come through and put all the blood, sweat, and tears on that field, on the practice field and in the horseshoe.
Aside from the camaraderie part that he's talking about, the part about Matt Patricia being on the sideline and kind of noticing that, he made a comment about, man, there's a lot of people down here. Does you think he ever reconsiders that and thinks about getting back up in the booth to do the gig?
No.
Or he's just happy he wanted to do it that way?
Well,
wants to be down there.
First of all, you're not going to have a ton of that as the season goes on. I mean, you had that for Texas, right?
Yeah.
You had a lot of the former guys coming back for that because A, it was a big game. B, NFL hadn't started yet.
Mm-hmm.
I find it hard to believe that it's going to be a packed sideline this week for the Ohio Bobcats. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it's because it's a night game.
What does that mean? What? It is a Peacock 7:00 garbage game.
I mean, it's still a night game. I think can get a few extra former play. Not more than the Texas game.
Are we really that shallow?
Yes.
As people just like, sundown.
Yes.
I go to Buckeye game now.
I think so. I do.
They're not showing up for this. They're coming for the big games.
I mean, I for one, would be glad about the night game this particular Saturday because of the high heat. If this was going to be the noon game with it ticking up in the mid-80s,
oh, you're right.
You got high of 67 or 68 last Saturday. This is one of those roasting and C-deck false fall type of days, so at least you get that.
The Pied Piper of Hillbillies is jumping the gun by saying that we all jumped the gun. Details next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between East Main Street and 33. You're also looking at a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to Town Street. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under, free. Get your IHRA All Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Enjoy a good deal more on fresh family favorites this week at Meijer. Save on fresh from Meijer whole pork shoulder butt roast, just $1.79 a pound. Locally grown bulk Honeycrisp apples are $1.49 a pound. And Meijer shredded chunk or sliced cheeses 3 for $6. With flu season around the corner, protect yourself and family with a flu shot. Available today at your Meijer pharmacy. Getting everything you want in just one stop. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
It's the Ohio Lottery's all-new $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off. With 3 simple cash prizes, it'll have you saying, "Wow, that's what I call winning!" With tracks like... And the anthem celebrating the first of its kind $2 ticket. The $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off is an absolute hit. Ohio Lotto's got the good. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman for Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. They helped me with my elbow pain, and I'm back on the course. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One, this is where you go to get better.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer when you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead.
You get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, playa. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
I'm
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. In the NFL tonight, the Green Bay Packers host the Washington Commanders on Thursday Night Football in a battle of 1-0 teams. Kickoff is at 8:15. You can find it right here on the Fan at 8 o'clock. In college football, an ACC matchup with NC State visiting Wake Forest tonight at 7:30. And in baseball, the Cleveland Guardians, who are winners of 5 of their last 6 games, sit 3.5 games back of an American League wildcard spot. Finish their series with the Kansas City Royals tonight. Gavin Williams gets the ball for the Guardians. They get things started tonight in Cleveland at 7:15. An off night for Cincinnati. They'll stay out west for a series with the Athletics beginning tomorrow. They currently are 2 games back of the Mets in the National League wildcard race. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Please take note of this warning. This show will mess you up. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Mike, there's something that I don't understand with college football, and we keep doing it, and then we change it and change it again. So we're just talking about the Bobcats back there. I saw a little thing pop up from James Madison football, right?
Okay.
Another similar to Ohio type of program, right? Really good, but just at that next level down. Like
Sure.
Good at that level, good in their conference. That's where Signetti came from. He had them at 11 wins that year. So they're saying, mark it on the calendar. We've added future dates with the Rebels and the Bobcats. So they're showing the little graphic. Got a game against UNLV. Got a game against the Ohio Bobcats coming up in years to come. Then they had another release there, JMU did, says that we've now got, this many games slated out through 2040. They have announced a series. They're playing at Liberty on September 15th, 2040. So that is supposedly the furthest contracted football game on record today.
2040. I'm dumb. That's 15 years.
JMU at Liberty.
All right.
Where are we going to be?
I hope a comet
15 years.
Hits the earth. We don't have to get there.
I mean, there's no chance we're doing this in 15 years. No chance.
I had something happen to me today. Do you ever get surprised by what comes out of your own mouth?
Of course. Yeah.
I'm not talking about
every day.
No, not on this show, but just here.
I don't even hear myself in the car, so that
I
would
got
be the
out of the
place you
shower,
record me
this morning, and I was lotioning myself. I like to put the body lotion on.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I like to hydrate.
It's a good smell too.
No, whatever. Less about the smell, more about moisturizing myself.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally dropped my little thing of moisturizer on the floor. There's nobody else around me. Nobody's there.
Right.
I didn't have to say anything, right? Or I could just yell curse word, whatever. But instead, what came out of my mouth, and I have no idea why, was oopsie daisy.
Well, I think I know why. Because if you had dropped a glass or if you dropped a plate and no one was around, it'd be a Skip Moss like, F. You would have just shouted out in anger and frustration. But it was something.
Oopsie daisy.
It wasn't important. It was just a plastic tube of lotion.
I know, but why not? Why not just
your day?
Oops or nothing? Just say nothing.
You can't say nothing.
Oopsie daisy.
You go nuts. Even if you're home alone, you're still talking. Maybe some people find that psychopathic. I would find it psychopathic to be dead silent all day. I don't care if you live in a cabin in
talking
Alaska.
to yourself when you're home by yourself?
Well, I don't know if I'm talking to myself.
So you can't even shut up when you're around yourself.
You're the one that just said you say things that surprise you.
Are you having full-on conversations with yourself?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. Just eventually, if you're watching TV or
Who's
something.
hearing voices?
You might, Ray is out in the fields.
Noises.
You might yell back at your TV, right? If you're sitting there, if you've been alone all day. Like
Yell back at your TV?
Yes, if you're watching a football game and a play happens, you might just say, oh, come on. Or like the refs do something.
No.
He's short by that
if
much.
there's an
You yell back at
interception
the
or a
screen.
fumble or something, I just look at the TV and say, whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy.
No, I'll
Not
tell you
whoopsie. Oopsie.
Oopsie. The thing that I do, and I'm sure a lot of people do this too, but it's just funny because you don't ever talk this way at any other point in time. I don't talk this way to my wife. I don't talk this way to my son, but to the pets, mainly the cat. I don't know if it's just because she's a cute little kitty cat. She's just sitting right there. But when I see her, I will sort of get down and put my hands on my knees. I'll get into that pose, right? And I won't even say, what are you doing, kitty cat? I will say, what is you doing, Biddy? Just like that. I say it wrong on purpose.
What is you
I say,
doing?
what is you doing, Biddy cat? Her name is Twizzler, and that has devolved into Twizzy. Then that devolved to Bits, like Twizzler Bits, and then I just call her Biddy.
It's not the voice that I find disturbing. It's the broken English.
broken English.
It's like, well, if I do it this way, she'll understand.
Yeah. And Teddy, don't you actually say goodbye to your pets and tell them when you'll be back?
Well, I don't say, hey, I'll be back like at 3:00, but I'll say, hey, I'll be back in about 6 hours. It'll be okay. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you, Teddy.
Or I have to run out in like 30 minutes. And yeah, my wife's like, they can't tell time,
I'll be back in a little while. I got to go to the doctor's office and pass out. Then I got to get some Popeyes. I'll be back.
I mean,
right.
they stare at you in a certain type of way, Yeah. Like you just, like I said that to Twiz as I was leaving the house today. I was like, Twiz, I'll see you after Jack's football game, all right? Be good.
Yeah. It's
later, babe.
That's right. It's more for yourself, kind of like, hey, just want to let you know this is where I'll be, and I'll be back in a little bit. Yes.
Oh, man, we're
about
so
6 hours.
We're so stupid. They
You
have no idea.
Teddy, try this when you go home today. Look at the dog.
Okay.
And just look him dead in the eye and go, oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy.
I bet the dog will give you a nice little head turn. She'll like that.
Paul Feinbaum did a little oopsie daisy. He says, I've been leading the parade on Arch Manning. We all know that. I'm backing up a little bit. The bottom line is Arch Manning is not playing like an elite quarterback. He's barely playing like a pedestrian quarterback. He had some good plays against San Jose State, but that game doesn't mean anything. Ultimately, I think we all jumped the gun. Is he in the Heisman race? No. Arch Manning is not in the Heisman race as of today. Well, okay, two things can be true.
Why don't you just maybe stay in the middle for a second?
I was going to say,
on
two
Arch
things
Manning.
can be true.
He might not be dead just yet.
Did you jump the gun? Yeah. And I said that before the season started. Talking about this guy like he's a second coming of Christ. He hasn't started a road game yet in college football. All right? So, yes, that was a little ridiculous. You know what else is ridiculous? Throwing his entire career in the garbage because he had a so-so start against the defending national champions on the road in his first ever road start.
And then he just threw for 4 touchdowns in his second game.
What the hell are we talking about? Look, he may well be a bum. I have no idea. But we can't judge that now. Based on what?
The dude just had a 5-touchdown game.
He's barely a pedestrian quarterback.
You're burying this guy, the son of a Manning. You're burying him.
Rather have a quarterback with no arms.
My God. I mean, you're right. The way that you were on top of him might have been a touch too far, but maybe don't throw in the towel just yet on Arch Manning. You're just going back and forth too much on this, Paul.
I actually saw Jim Nantz have this, and I'm not the biggest Jim Nantz fan in the world. But, and this is rich, I know, coming from a guy like me. But if you listen to the show, you know what I'm talking about. It's okay to not have a hot take on everything. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying every single show, every single time you're asked for opinion, you give both sides and you waffle. It's like, well, I don't know, this could happen or that could happen, because no one wants to hear that either. But you know what else people don't want to hear? Just the constant,
just garbage all the time.
Hot take all the time.
Yeah. Then you become like what's happening to Ryan Clark at ESPN, where everything that comes out of your mouth just sounds either condescending or ridiculous, right? That people start to drown you out. And every time you go to social media, it seems like you're issuing an apology. You know, like that's the news. It's an apology for something every single week. Then maybe I'm not doing this right.
The fan who fell over 20 feet at a Pirates game was a couple months back.
Oh, yeah. We all remember that one. That
gave
was
an interview to
shocking.
Inside Edition. He says his whole body hurts. He should be dead, but he wants you to know.
Well, this was the guy that when you were seeing this footage, he is drunk out of his mind. So we understand he's not in a good headspace. He hopped, he thrusted himself like a pogo stick right over the fence. It was shocking, and he could have killed himself.
He wants you to know, this 20-year-old guy, that alcohol had nothing to do with it.
He didn't say that.
He did.
No,
nothing,
he didn't.
nothing to do with it. Just an accident, just a fall. Dude, everybody in the section said you were like bare-chested and acting a fool.
Of course,
right
it was
before
an
this
accident.
happened, right? Okay,
but don't
Billy
wasted.
Joel me like Billy Joel in that documentary.
Oh.
I never got one DUI. Oh, okay, but you crashed like 5 cars in a 3-month span. So you're either the worst driver of all time, or the local Long Island people did you a favor and didn't give you a breathalyzer. But don't tell me you weren't driving under the influence of something, and don't tell me you fell 20 feet, acted like a fool because alcohol had nothing to do with it. Of course it did.
Why is it that people think that they've got this need to say things like that when the public knows what the story is? And they're ultimately not going to care in the end, It's thank God that you got to live through that.
Yes, of course. Thank God you're alive, buddy.
Learn a valuable lesson about that.
Some people don't get a chance to learn the lesson because they're dead.
Learn the valuable lesson about how you shouldn't abuse certain substances, at least to the point where you're going to do something that could cause death. Maybe the worst you can happen is you roll down a hill or something.
You know what happened?
Yeah,
when he fell too? He got up and said,
everything.
Oopsie daisy.
You son of a bitch.
LSU coach Brian Kelly throws some shade at Ryan Day. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is a little stop and go and causing about a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 from Refugee Road to Hamilton Road. And be aware of an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 270 on the north outer belt after 315, causing some delay there. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to make sure you're good to go. They let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I have the greatest lawn in the neighborhood every single year. And the reason why is water and Weed Man. Good news, I'm only selling you one of them. Fall is the perfect time to improve your lawn for next year. The work you do or don't do now is directly reflected next spring. If you want a beautiful spring lawn, it starts now, not next April. Now through the end of September, mention the promo code Common Man and get a free blanket weed control with the purchase of a full program. For a free quote, go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com.
Oven baked French toast, hot melty cheese, and meat, and meat, and meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast sandwich, piled with bacon, sausage, and Canadian bacon. United Dairy Farmers, mornings made for you.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, save on new 2025 Sonatas with 0% financing for 60 months. 0% while supplies last. Columbus or Dublin or glexhyundai.com.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday morning starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny skies, light winds, and a perfect Thursday afternoon and evening. Temperatures running in the low 80s. Overnight, those clear skies will drop temperatures all the way down to the low 50s by Friday morning. But after a clear and dry start, plenty of sunshine to finish off the day. Highs in the mid 80s and still staying in the 70s for your high school football plans. With a 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Number 1 pizza expert and the number 4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Timmy, you tell me if you've ever had this feeling.
I've had it all.
Decrease in libido.
Oh, yeah.
Putting on weight. Less productive at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Poor sleep.
Yeah.
Feeling tired.
Yeah.
Sad or depressed.
And late. Late, too.
Appointments?
Yes. Yep.
In general?
Just can't hack
That's just you being a flake.
Just can't
That has nothing to do with low T. But if you think you're suffering
Tri-State
from low testosterone, or they'll help you with your frequent tardiness as well, go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. What was I going to tell you? Most men wait a year or longer after they start experiencing symptoms to seek help. Don't lose a year of your life.
A year late? No.
Well, you're not going to be that late.
I mean, I'm that late. You don't be that late.
Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
You made me very happy earlier. You said that you've been exploring more of the Dave Matthews Band catalog when you sit in your nice music room.
It's not like I haven't listened to it before.
But you like to go back and just give it a good listen.
I get in these modes where I go through chronologically the catalog of certain artists. And right now, I'm in sort of a Dave Matthews phase. And that's one of your favorite guys.
It is. And, that group with me, I sort of would every single album that was ever released, I would get really amped up for it. Like you are with one of your favorite bands, right? You're not going to miss that. You're going to be there day one at the Tower Records, right? When that CD comes out, you get the jewel case, the whole shebang, just opening up out of that cellophane and trying to get that sticker on the top peeled off just right the first time.
Now, did your Tower Records, like mine, stay open till midnight on album release day?
Yeah.
So that you could get the album?
No, because the one that I went to, we had another one in town, but I never made it to that one because we had one in the mall where my mom worked. So that was always the one that I would hit. And I felt that was almost more special because it seems like a very mall type of thing to go to your record store in the shopping mall.
What store did your mom work at in the mall?
She was the manager of the Casual Male Big and Tall.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
You had those out here in Central Ohio, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty big.
I think they're still banging, aren't they?
I don't know if they're still banging. I really don't. But it's such a niche store.
Let's ask T-Bone. He probably shops there.
I don't know if they need the brick and mortar anymore.
Oopsie daisy.
I think the sizes started in at 3XL in that spot.
Let me ask you this question. So my 8-year-old daughter had picture day. Okay?
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of kids around this time of year go to school. It's picture time.
Usually early in the year, yeah.
Some parents care, some parents don't care. But
wear a decent shirt.
I
Come
don't
on.
necessarily
Do your
care,
hair.
but Samantha wanted to look nice and wear a dress, and so she did.
I like that.
Okay?
I like that. She wanted to look good for picture day.
So then I come home, and I say, well, how did it go? And she goes, I think it was okay. And I said, what time did you take pictures? 3:00? Why are you taking pictures of 8-year-olds at 3:00? It should be right after they get off the bus, so they're fresh. So I said, well, were you all ratty? She goes, no, it's okay, Dad. I went to the bathroom before and put some water in my hair and slicked it back. I just saw the photo. She looks like a heroin addict.
That's something that the boys do. I don't know if girls like dunking their head in water
I'm not
when
blaming her.
the hair goes past
she
shoulder
had a full
length.
day of school. She had gym that day.
Oh,
She's
man.
running around, and she goes and throws some water in her hair. She looks like she's on heroin in this photo.
Or like she just crawled out of a sewer, like a wet rat.
My God.
See, another thing about that, maybe you got to do some finagling to get her on the morning schedule, because I would imagine that's what it comes down to, that they can't get the entire school to do the photos
Do it on
early.
multiple days.
Do it across multiple days. You've got your window. We'll take up your first period and do it
fresh, baby.
Well, the thing that I didn't love about Jack's schedule this year, and he says he loves it, and I'm the other way. I would have hated it. He's got gym first period.
Oh, I would hate that.
Terrible.
I'd hate it.
So for a lot of the days, because, and I get it, you're in middle school these days, you're not showering. Like there isn't a setup where you can get a shower. They don't even allow you time to do it anyway. I think there should be a way where you've got actual closed off partition ones where you can take a shower and get time to dry off and get into clean clothes for the rest of your day. But he's been coming home with soaking wet socks and wet shoes. There were times where you got to go outside and the dew is still out there. His feet would be soaking wet the rest of the school day. And you know how bad kids' feet smell
I was going to say,
anyway.
I bet that smells good.
Oh,
my
God.
gosh.
And he would try to stuff them into his backpack. Oh, might be black mold in there.
That's something I don't have to deal with, is the boys smell.
Oh,
but
man.
I just
It's
remember
real.
it from when I was a boy.
It's real. It's not even BO. It's a special brand of BO.
Well, it's a combination of the BO and hormones and
all of it.
Everything.
It just smell like a mountain.
Speaking
I
of
don't
BO,
know.
I mean, it's not my
Not a
fault.
clean
It's
one.
85 degrees in this studio. I got back sweat, crack sweat. I just got a whiff of my own pits. Woo! Oopsie daisy.
Time to change that oil, Pop. Man.
Brian Kelly. Ryan Day was talking the other day about how he's not a fan of the one transfer window when teams are still playing in the playoffs. Brian Kelly was asked about this. He says, I'm sorry, there's no crying on the yacht. I mean, we got to get this thing set in its best position, and this time allow us to set our rosters moving forward. So he says he has no problem with it.
That's it?
He says...
There's more issues than just that.
Those are
Brian.
champagne. No, Sark said those are champagne problems. All the hillbilly coaches are.
Sark, you were in the Final Four.
The champagne problems.
What are you talking about? You're Texas. You're LSU. You're one of them. You're one of the champagne programs. You've won a national championship there recently with Coach O. This could affect you.
Sark says, like I said, if you're one of the four, you figure it out. We've all hired enough personnel departments. It's not about Ryan Day's not going to get an opportunity to figure it out. He will figure it out. The question remains, does it make sense to have a transfer portal, the one and only portal, which, by the way, I have no problem with the one portal, okay? I do have a problem in opening up the portal when you're still playing the college football season. Now, Brian Kelly, I'm sure it's not going to be a problem for you, you loser.
You're never in it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why is this hard to understand?
Maybe when you have one of those seasons and then you experience it and you get that idea of, oh, you know what? We might want to go back to back. And there's some other big moves that we could be making right now to replenish this amazing team that we have and try to cycle back and go for 2 championships in a row. I don't know why the SEC coaches so unanimously think that this is the way to go, but it does give us another nice little rift between the Big Ten and the SEC, because while Ryan Day didn't say it was unanimous, he was kind of leading it to say that most of the Big Ten coaches that have sway are not for this. And I'm not for it either. I also think it stinks that you'd be taking away a spring window where that season ends, those practice periods can settle some position battles on the depth chart. You might have a better idea of who your starting quarterback's going to be to the next year, and that's a time to move on, to try to get to another spot in the summertime to catch on in the next year.
I got to tell you, I'm disappointed in you today.
Why?
The outfit choice. I mean, it's fine. You're dressed like you're going to the beach.
I mean, we're working at the beach,
I
aren't we?
understand.
That's why I did this.
The subtle commentary about the temperature in here, and that's why you decided to dress like this.
I'm wearing
However,
a Hawaiian shirt, everybody, if you didn't check out YouTube yet.
Last Friday, before the first game of the Washington Commanders season, you're a big Commanders fan. You dressed like you were on the coaching staff, okay? And that's fine. It's Football Friday.
I thought about it.
You're getting ready for your team. Your team has a huge game tonight against the Packers, and you're dressed like Jimmy Buffett. You didn't put any Commanders stuff on at all.
I didn't want to sweat in it. I didn't want to get it all nice and dirty with the sweat. I'm going to wear it when I'm watching the game.
You're going to wash it, though.
Well, of course I'm going to wash it.
I didn't say wear a turtleneck. You got a Commander's T-shirt, don't you?
I really like wearing the satin jacket. And you know I'm a jacket guy.
You can't jacket
And yeah,
today.
you can't. I mean,
more ways than one. Too hot.
Sitting here in this heat, I wonder if I'm ever going to be able to put on a hoodie or a jacket again in the studio. I know it will cool down, but even when the thing is fixed, I swear it's like locked at 72 degrees. And you and me,
it's not really 72.
We'd like to be at 65 degrees.
They're lying to us with 72.
75, maybe?
Maybe 75.
Yeah, that's too
lying.
That's too hot. That's too hot.
Who are you talking to? I'm just surprised. Big game tonight. Commanders, Packers, which, by the way, you can catch here on the Fan. Coverage starts at 8. I'm surprised you didn't gear up for tonight. Are you feeling confident?
I am not feeling that this is going to make or break their season. It's a hell of an opportunity to go and get a win.
It's a good test.
I don't think they're going to win. If you're asking me in my gut,
it's a good test for both teams.
With what the Packers did defensively in week 1 and shutting down the Detroit Lions, although the Commanders did beat the Detroit Lions in the playoffs last year, and that was one of the biggest franchise wins in 30 years since they won their last Super Bowl.
Lions are starting 0-2 this year.
They got the Bears on the road?
Bears.
Yeah.
No, Bears at home.
Bears going to Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit.
What'd you think of I saw people were making a case out of this. Forget about the painted nails for Caleb Williams. What did you think of that dumb undershirt?
He's
that
dumb.
Baggy, loose
I've decided
undershirt.
It took me about half an hour to figure out that I hate him. And I don't know why I had any faith in him or this team at all. I'm making the joke. They're not going to Detroit to win. They're going to Detroit saying thank you. We need this.
We have to have this game.
All right. Too hot with Teddy. It is too hot, but Teddy finds audio that we haven't heard before. We comment on said audio coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an hour slowdown due to an accident that's blocking 2 lanes. If you're on eastbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to 5th Avenue, emergency crews are on scene, causing stop-and-go traffic from 3rd Street. And we've got a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year, from sudden injuries to serious illness. Their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com to find your nearest hospital. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently bought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $21,995. And with over 40 in stock, you know you'll find the perfect one for you. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. McDaniel GM Superstore, where great deals meet a century of trust. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Timmy desperately needs you to listen to this show so he can pay for his stupid dog's 10th ACL surgery. This is Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling.
I love this segment.
You ready?
I am.
Too hot time.
Too hot. Sponsored by the cancer experts at Ohio Health. Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Panama Ted is a fine producer of this program. He has scoured the interwebs for audio that we haven't heard before. Most of the audio is stuff that's already been played on the radio station, but that's okay. It still works really, really hard.
That's right.
And then we comment. Go ahead, Teddy. What do you got?
So do washing machines. That's good. All right. So first off, we talked about this earlier, how Timmy stiffed T-Bone and Tyvis. And I just wanted to play a little bit of audio from them this morning chatting about that. All right.
All right. Timmy stiffed. I never thought I'd get big time by he. You know what? He moves to afternoon drives. I don't even know the guy.
I don't even know him either.
It's crazy.
So today, 3 p.m. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to their YouTube channel, and Timmy, Common Man and Timmy, when they're on, right at 3:00, I want you all to go and say, Timmy, what time is 7:45? Just ask him that very obvious, stupid question and see what his response is. Troll him like Dave Portnoy trolls Buckeye.
He literally just texted me. Do you want me to read what he said?
Sorry, and I'm bringing you food to apologize for not calling into the show.
What are you talking about? Food.
He said, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm here if there's a gap to do it.
No. The gap's closed. I'm a venture capitalist who has bought the Gap, and I have shut down some stores. The Gap's over for today. Maybe tomorrow we can do a little Football Friday with him, but today he's dead to me. I'm turning up the heat.
Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. I worked with that man for 12 years. I know everything about him. When he believes what he says, when he doesn't believe what he's saying, whether it's radio shtick or not. He was acting slightly jolly there. He would have killed you this morning if you were in front of him.
He
would have murdered you dead.
If I wound up coming in by 9 o'clock and had a little...
Hey, what up, Holmes? What it is, bro?
Hey, my man. Thanks for still having me on.
There is no, I'm trying to explain to people who have never done radio before the feeling that you get when somebody stiffs you. Especially, look, like a big time person stiffs you, you're pissed off. A loser like you, Tim?
It's bad. Yeah.
When you stiff somebody,
it's dumb.
You question your whole existence.
You do. It's why I felt so bad about it. I will have to bring those guys gifts tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
To make up for it. But I did also learn that one of Tyvis's dear friends, JT Barrett, not only stiffed them, like did the confirmations, all that, had the times, stiffed them, and then Dylan told me that he still hadn't gotten back with Tyvis for the I'm sorry. Oh, like, my bad, man. I know I was supposed to do that. Caleb Williams is a total disaster. He's, dominating my mind right now. That's all I got.
When were they supposed to have him on?
Oh, this was like a few weeks ago.
Oh. So JT didn't even talk to Tyvis?
No.
He texted him and said, lose my number. All right, Teddy, what else you got?
All right. I had another one from T-Bone and Tyvis already set before that happened this morning. So I want to go back to a couple days ago. And Tyvis was talking about how to sort of extend the life of your shoes if you're having some issues with them. All right, here we go.
I went and grabbed my Kyrie's and I snatched the sole out of them. You snatch the sole.
You got to do that.
You snatch the sole out the bottom of your shoe. It gives you a half.
Oh, that's what you're not wearing soles in your the inner liner?
If the shoe is too tight, I'm telling you, take the sole out the shoe and put it back on. You're going to be like, man, this feel like a half size.
Oh, you're
big.
saying take it out and then just stuff it back in?
No. Take it out and leave it out.
Oh, no. How you're on the goo, on the glue and the rubber.
T-Bone, if you ever get some shoes.
How do you do that?
Listen, if you ever get some shoes and they just a little tight, take the sole out the shoe and put it back on and tell me it ain't better.
You're on the goo is probably my favorite line of all of that. What type of lunatic takes the soles out of the shoes? Then buy different shoes that fit. What, do your feet swell up to the point where, well, it's that time of month. My foot's 2 sizes bigger than it was at the beginning of the month, so I got to take my soles out. I mean, your foot is your foot.
You've got a big foot, and you have to buy wider shoes.
I got a wide foot.
You got to buy the wide size. That's what you do. I mean, Nike shoes are typically medium width, but you found a couple of pairs that are wide enough, and then you'll buy 6 pairs of them.
I'll give you a little tip.
And then you'll recycle those whenever they get dirty or not good enough.
It has nothing to do about fitting into your shoes better. You bought your shoes. I assume they fit. Not going to treat you like a child, like Tyvis is. But if you like to keep your kicks clean, like I do, where do you keep your shoes? You have like a mud room, or what do you have? In the garage you keep?
I have a shelf. I have a metal shelf in my garage, and I kind of line them up.
All right, we keep it right outside the garage door. We keep all our shoes.
I have a rack there as well, but I have more shoes, so then I also have my own shelf.
There's like a set of steps, too. Right next to the steps, within reaching distance of putting on the shoes, I got a little tub of like Goo Gone towels.
Yeah.
You keep them right there.
Yeah, right there.
Because I know in your mind, you're like, well, I'll take them in the house. I'll clean them later. No. If you're looking at them every single day, you're more likely to take a little towel off and clean little stuff before it gets to be a big problem.
I also have, do you have like little shoe sprays, like spritzers to keep your shoes fresh?
You mean smelling?
It's got like
fresh?
a lemon, it's got like a lemon scent.
I'm good.
You never have to, all day in your shoes?
Smell my shoes right
now. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. Smell my shoes.
That's a terrible idea.
No.
You actually doing this right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Smell it. I'm telling you. It doesn't smell.
You're serious right now?
Well, smell it. It doesn't smell. I mean, it smells like my foot's been
Smells like a foot.
No, come on now.
What do you expect?
Teddy, come over here and smell my foot.
Your sweaty sock is in your shoe all day. Get yourself a little organic spritzer. Do a couple spritzes at the end of the night, and they're going to be so fresh.
Put some poo-pourri in there?
Something like that.
You ever use that?
I don't do that, no. I just go. A double flush, I go. Do you use the poo-pourri?
I put it out for guests.
You do?
First of all, if you're
I don't want guests
low class, I don't want them either. But you know what?
You're not. I just say you're not allowed.
Short of locking them out, I don't know what else to do about it.
I just let them know you're not allowed to do that.
Go ahead, Teddy.
Okay, Bo Bishop, he was talking about how before, like today, how it's really hot, but we had some nice, cool evenings, right? And Common Man, what do you like to do sort of in the evenings? You like to open up your windows, right?
No, none of that.
No,
He's got the nice screens on him, too. He likes the fresh air coming in.
Exactly. Well, Bo does like to do that.
Cold, cool air.
But it caused another issue, so he talks about that here.
Okay.
So I will open up all of the windows in the house to cool it off, right? When the sun, it's gorgeous. I love the air and all of that. No humidity. Like, let's let it breathe. Turn the AC off and live a little bit. And twice in the last week, I've come upstairs, having done this, and I will see my wife and Bootsy and Beamsy, typically those three, watching TV in the family room with the fire on and the windows open. So the first time it happened, I said, listen, okay, we're cold. Cool. Let's close the windows. And then if you feel like you need to run the fire to heat it up, fine. But let's close the windows. Just very calmly. It happened yesterday. I came upstairs and I didn't even say anything. I guess I had a body tone about me that made it abundantly clear how annoyed I was by just slamming the windows closed one after another. What are we doing? Do you just take bills and light them on fire? Just light it on fire. Like, it doesn't matter. It's fun coupons. Just burn them. Doesn't matter.
Well, there's a couple of things here. You know, Bo just said that he wants to shut the unit off. So there's no money going out. The unit is off. Fans aren't blowing. AC is off. Heating is off, too, because you turn the system down. Windows go up. It gets cool. It's almost like the wife and the kids there. They have like a little like log cabin type of vibe going on where it's chilly and you feel that brisk air, and then you get the fireplace going, and that's the only source of heat. I almost think that for what it is, that could be kind of cool.
Unless you live in Duluth, or like International Falls,
Duluth, Minnesota.
Maybe I'll give you a Marquette, Michigan, up in the UP. There shouldn't even be a thought about turning the fireplace on this time of year. What are we doing? You don't need a fireplace. I mean, how cold could it possibly be in that house?
I mean, I don't need to turn the fireplace on, but what if it was like in the 40s outside? And you wanted to sort of open the windows up, shut everything off, and then just go off the fireplace for a little bit.
That's what it was? He's got all the windows open when it's 43 degrees outside?
I'd do it.
No, he doesn't have that.
I would do it.
It's probably 69 degrees in that house, and they're all huddled up around a fire.
Yeah, it's not...
Bo, I hate to break it to you, buddy. Your whole family's full of lunatics.
It's not that cold yet. You're right. I, for one, like to get away with shutting the unit off until someone else in the family notices. I like to feel that thing get really, really cold.
What do you think the temperature
just for a little bit?
Duluth today.
Duluth? Probably not that cold. I'm going to say 70.
Duluth right now, 59.
Ooh.
Oh, I wish we were in Duluth. Sing a little Bob Dylan in Duluth. All right, more Too Hot with Teddy coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. Police are on scene causing stop-and-go traffic from Miller Avenue. And we've got a 20-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family-owned, honest, and pressure-free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, you know how we say eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians? Yeah? So, that makes for a lousy acronym. PHVAC. Doesn't work. Okay, but... So what if we change it to plumbing, heating, AC, and electrical? PHACE. Face. With a PH.
Get Eco.
No one is going to remember face with a PH. Call Eco today and ask for a face man with a PH. No one is going to ask for a face man with a PH. Sure they will.
Get Eco.
Besides, we spent thousands of dollars saying plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. You can't just change it to face man with a PH. It could be big, Aaron. I don't think so. Would you rather I go back to inventing random household items and stop messing with your catchphrase? Yes, please.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians, not face men with a PH.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355. Or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
If your last garage door repair guy definitely used an old mugshot on his business cards, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeStoreSystems.com.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timmy wants you to know that he's fingering his dry snacks. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I was talking about Marquette, Michigan. Up in the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, God, I want to go. I want to go to one of these places now. You got me thinking about a log cabin and having a fireplace on when it's 40 degrees outside.
Here's what I think we should do.
God.
The people in the UP, they identify as Yoopers.
That's what they call them? Yoopers?
Yoopers,
okay. I never heard that term.
And they root most of the time for the Wisconsin teams. They don't like lower Michigan, whatever the hell they call it.
Okay, sure.
They don't like it there. Now, I say we go on a mission trip. Okay? But we're not Christians. We're not going down to Honduras and helping people. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the UP and convert them all to Ohio State fans. Okay? We can reunite. Or we can unite, not reunite. We'll unite with one common goal in mind. We all hate Michigan.
Oh, and it would be even better to get people that are that have that state address to hate the Michigan schools
Nothing
down
would
there.
make me happier than during the game, the week of the game, you and I doing a remote
from
like
Marquette,
at
Michigan.
a bar in Marquette, Michigan, where we've converted everyone into Buckeye fans.
What else
At least for that week.
What else is up there? I'm looking up near
nothing, and that's why I like it.
It does. It's got to be beautiful country up there, and we would also be able to sort of turn that into a mission for cold too, a cold mission.
Well, I mean that's
go where
late
it's
November
nippy.
at that point.
Oh, it's gonna.
You go up there.
Oh, it's gonna be in the
frolic.
20s or 30s up there at that
Frolic
time.
with Bigfoot.
What do you
up
think
there.
about this town called Copper Harbor? I mean, that's way out there on
Sounds
Lake
like a Billy
Superior.
Joel song.
It does. Can he get his
Take a
Downeaster?
trip to Copper Harbor.
I don't know if he can get his Downeaster Alexa all the way to Copper Harbor.
All right, Teddy, we're doing Too Hot with Teddy. Teddy finds audio. He plays audio. We reply to audio. Go ahead.
All right, 10 TV's Dom Taberry, he comes on weekly with Bo Bishop. And this week, Bo was chatting about how, I guess, Dom's becoming a TikTok star and also his favorite type of corn.
Is your daughter, the lovely Kelsey Taberry, turning you into a TikTok star?
She wants to be a TikTok star, and she's like using me in a way. I'm going, what
You're
are
an
you
easy
doing?
target.
Well, yeah, because I'm oblivious to the world around me. I said, hey, they got corn. You want corn? Next thing I know, she's videoing me trying to put corn in a bag.
Was it good corn?
Oh, man, it was that Silver Queen. You ever had that?
No. What? Give me this. I
It's
don't know this.
white. It's white corn.
What do you mean,
Silver Queen.
Silver Queen. Where do I get that?
I don't know. I got it. I just know that it's good. You've never heard of it? Silver Queen corn?
Silver Queen corn?
Oh, my gosh. It melts in your mouth. It'll blow your mind. It's fabulous.
Trying to put corn in a bag tickles me.
What are we talking about?
I
Just the
don't know.
plastic bag that's
I have
there
no
that
idea.
you stick your unshucked corn on the cobs in?
What
Is
do
that
you
what he's
call it?
talking
With
about?
Silver Queen?
Silver
Have you guys not heard of
white
Silver?
corn.
Yeah, Bo, have you not heard of Silver Queen corn?
I don't know it.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
I've thought Silver Queen corn was always around.
Maybe it's always been around.
I mean,
but
we have sweet corn and then Silver Queen corn. I didn't know there were.
What's the taste profile that's different?
I honestly, I couldn't even tell you.
All right, thanks a lot.
They're both fantastic.
Man, I
It's
can't
just a
believe you
lighter-
don't know what this is. What is it? I don't know.
No, I'm not saying I don't know what it is. I don't know what like the taste profile difference is from the sweet corn, but it's also really good.
Dom
They're both
Taberry,
fine.
corn jerker.
We're the corn jerkers. Yeah, the corn jerkers. When it's time to get working, we get to jerking. Camber knows that every fall, the corn jerkers will answer the call.
That's a ditty.
All right, Teddy, what else you got?
All right, on Rothman and Ice, they were chatting about how hot the studio was this week. And Maddie chats about like what he likes to wear, because it was like a sauna in there, right? It is still. Maddie talks about what he likes to wear in a sauna.
Man, I love being in the sauna though, so I'm not going to complain too much about
But not
it.
in clothes.
No, I do.
Yeah.
When I'm in the sauna,
In clothing.
I'll go in there with a hoodie on. You know what I mean, and really sweat it out. Yeah.
You'll wear clothing, a hoodie in the sauna.
Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah. I'm like coming off a weekend and I got to, really sweat some things out.
But the sauna wouldn't do enough for you. You got to layer up by going into the
Yeah,
sauna.
it's just a little extra layer. A little extra layer. So, yeah, I enjoy
Got to
that.
let those pores breathe,
Absolutely,
Matty.
man.
Well, not with a hoodie on.
I'm not big on that either. Is like when the sauna is available to all of us coming in there with little clothing. That's a visual I don't think
towel?
we all need to see. I don't personally like being in the sauna when there's other people with nothing but a towel. That's just me.
I have so many questions about this. I really do.
So do I.
Right? I mean, let's
You
start
go
with
first.
this.
You
Let's
go
start with-
first.
I'm sure, obviously, I'm in the minority with this because people do it. And Maddie says he loves to do it. Why people choose to voluntarily sweat is beyond me. Like, I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to be hot. I don't want to sweat. I'm not sweating stuff out. No. I have the same thought about hot tubs. Paul Keels would live in his hot tub. People just bring him food. He lives there. I never need to be in a hot tub, and I never need to be in a sauna. Ever.
Hot tub can be okay for me. The good move for being in a hot tub is when it is really, really cold outside. That can be refreshing.
Like Sweden, Jerry.
It is. It's like Sweden. You got that thing up at 108 degrees. Is that tolerable? Oh, it's tolerable. No, because you've got the brisk air. If you're out at like a mountain resort, a ski resort, something like that, and it's brisk, it's in the 20s or 30s, have a little night in the hot tub, you would like that moment when you step out. Because woo, you get cold, throw the robe on, and you're good to go.
I'll just be out enjoying the air. I don't need to be in a hot tub.
The sauna, I think, has to be a desired, a preferred taste. And Maddie likes it. It's like you said, yeah. Clearly, there are a lot of people that love saunas. You and I are not one of them. I would have to have something ice cold on the ready if I were ever to go in there and maybe try the extreme heat here and then the extreme cold there. What was the football team that just invested in something? Was it TCU?
Yes,
They're doing
it was
some like
the snow
ice
room.
The snow room.
Snow room.
I would like to see YMCAs getting rid of the saunas and then moving more towards the snow rooms.
I'm with you, buddy.
Because those indoor pool areas, I don't know why you need the sauna when it's 97 degrees inside the whole place in the indoor pool. Try watching a swim meet if you've got a neighbor who's got a kid or something, or your child is swimming. It is unbearable in those places.
Do women do the sauna, or is it just a man thing?
That's a good point.
I never hear women talking about, I got to do a sauna.
That's a good point, because
you just sit there too with your tees hanging out?
There would have to be, I mean, Elaine was in the sauna, right? She fell into Terry Hatcher's breasts.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So they have to be gender-specific saunas if you're just going in there with nothing but a towel on or less.
All right. Do you have any more audio, or is that it? We can do more later.
It. Yeah, we could do some.
Well, I have like a couple more, but
okay,
we're out of time.
We'll sprinkle it in the 5 o'clock
Third
hour.
segment.
Teddy, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
We got nothing to do, buddy. What are we doing?
Nothing.
That's right. Here's my tease. Timmy wants to go to Idaho. That's my tease. So if that doesn't prove we have nothing to talk about, nothing will. That's next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 25-minute delay due to a crash that's on eastbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to 5th Avenue. It is slow from 315. And we've got a 20-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side from I-70 to Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on a new 25 Kia Sorento or 3.49% on a new 25 Telluride. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales, 0% for 48 months and 3.49% for 60 months equals $20.83 and $18.19 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. All qualified manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Coffee, iced cap, refreshers. Tim Hortons has all your favorite beverages. And now you can get your favorite bite for less. When you buy any size beverage, add a baked daily donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. So next time you order your favorite Tim's beverage, add something that satisfies your cravings and your wallet. The $1, $2, $3 menu. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply.
If you're itching for a new vehicle this fall, you have to go see my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Hey, it's Anthony. I drive an awesome Ridgeline, and you can drive home the rugged 25 Ridgeline Sport with 0% APR or lease for as low as $299 a month. Or go for the looks and reliability of a 2025 Honda Accord LX, just 3.99% APR or lease it from only $199 a month. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, and GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. In the NFL tonight, the Washington Commanders square off with the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football in a battle of 1-0 teams. Kickoff at Lambeau Field is at 8:15. You can catch the action here on the Fan at 8 o'clock. In college football, an ACC matchup with Wake Forest hosting NC State tonight at 7:30. And in baseball, the Cleveland Guardians wrap up their series with the Kansas City Royals tonight. Gavin Williams gets the ball for the Guardians. They get things started tonight in Cleveland at 7:15. The Guardians are winners of 5 of their last 6 games, sit 3.5 games back of an American League wildcard spot. An off night for Cincinnati. They'll stay out west beginning a series with the Athletics tomorrow. They are 2 games back of the Mets in the National League wildcard race. This update is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
All right, Mike, so part of what T-Bone and I were going to discuss today before I stiffed them like the huge jerk that I am.
Can I eat my ice cream sandwich?
They roasted me accordingly. Please do. Mike is now going to enjoy an ice cream sandwich while I tell you a couple of things. I had mine in the break.
Good ice cream sandwich.
So Zenobia, producer from over at 10 TV on the other side of the building, she noticed how, we were dealing with the heat and the temps in the studios the last couple of days.
I
Maybe
on my pants.
You did? You spilled already? Come on, man.
I spilled it.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
What are you, my son?
Daddy, can you wipe the vanilla ice cream off my pants?
I gave you a paper towel.
I know,
You
I'm
should have laid that out on the counter and eat over the counter.
I could eat 20 of these.
Oh, they're delicious.
My God. Who doesn't like an ice cream sandwich?
Everybody likes an ice cream sandwich. If you don't, you're an idiot. That was number 1 on our frozen treat power ranking. Delicious, right? So as I go on, we were going to talk about this one specific venue. You might have thought that the reason that I need to go to Idaho is simply because of its climate. While that is a reason, I would love to go to Idaho.
It's hot there.
Just for the weather. Yeah, well, I mean...
But Boise's hot. You ever been to Boise? That's not good. Messed you up.
I blew past Boise. I was up in Post Falls, Idaho, northwest Idaho.
You were hanging out with the white supremacists in northwest Idaho.
No, northwest Idaho. We were just across state lines because we were going to hang out in Spokane and watch some basketball.
That's total Nazi territory up there.
It is?
Oh, lots of Nazis.
Bad?
Yeah.
Why?
It messed you up.
Why'd they wind up there?
I don't know.
Western expansion, and they just decided to gobble up Idaho? Did you know about that, though? Expansion, different type of thing. Not saying that these are Nazis. Well, they're not. The Mormons, they settled in northern Ohio when they were on their way out to Utah. Don't quote me on this.
No.
That might be where...
Illinois.
It might be where Joseph Smith was assassinated, who was like the founder of that church.
That's Illinois. Nauvoo, Illinois.
Nauvoo, Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
That was like their stopping point on the way out where they settled?
That was their first, utopian society.
Like their spot.
That was their spot.
We're setting up camp and everything
right on
here.
the Mississippi River, Nauvoo, Illinois. Then they got run out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
Went to Salt Lake City.
You may be right. I do know there was at least a stop off.
I may be right.
There was a stop off somewhere in northern Ohio where they actually still have one of the churches up there. I'll have to look that up to see where Joseph Smith's demise was. So this guy that covers mid-major basketball, Matt Grossenbach, he put out this Twitter slide, this photo slide, and it just stopped me dead in my tracks. And last night about 9:30, when he was asking me to come on and talk about the Commanders, T-Bone sends me this tweet, and I'm like, shut the front door. I literally opened this thing up and was talking about it with Teddy yesterday. Teddy, back me up. Weren't we looking at these photos? Rhyme time came by. I had Evil Bald Colin come around the cubicle.
We all check it out,
because Colin knows all these mid-major things as well. He didn't know about this venue. He didn't know about this arena. I'm telling you, the Central Credit Union Arena where the Idaho Vandals, that's Stink University. Schlereth is the only guy that I know associated with Idaho, played football there, and they've got a cool dome, the Kibbe Dome, that seats 15,000. That's all indoor. But this basketball venue that opened 4 years ago, it's got it's so much wood. The look of the wood inside this place, and I'm not just talking about the court, I'm talking about the accents, the rafters, the arches that are inside there. It looks cool from the outside. It looks amazing from the inside. They even have the corner seats are just nice, like oak wooden benches. It looks beautiful. I got to get out there for a game. Idaho, Buckeyes. Let's do a home and home with the Idaho Vandals. Not typically the game that you're going to play, but I want to do it.
Neutral site. Idaho.
Right. We'll play in Boise at some 30-year-old rundown event center.
I texted. You were texting T-Bone at 9:30 last night?
We were texting, too.
I texted him at 9:30 last night, and the response that I get back was, I'm sleeping.
No, it wasn't.
All right. Well, he's working mornings. I thought maybe he had like a little away message on, like back in the day with AOL Instant Messenger.
How did you do it when you had that morning shift once upon a time? You got to take a nap. You got to take a nap sometime during the day.
I didn't nap.
And then get back up so you can watch some of the stuff at night, right? Some of the primetime sports.
I didn't nap.
No nap? You couldn't do it?
No nappy.
You love a good nap.
Now I do. Back when I was 20, in my 20s, when I was doing that shift, no nappy.
I did. I probably got a 2 to 3 hour nap, and it would have been maybe noon to 3, 1 to 3 o'clock.
You couldn't pay me enough money to do mornings again.
Yeah.
I'm like a zombie.
It's different.
It has nothing to do with being up at that time. It's being up and out and on.
Yeah.
You have to be on your game. It's not just I'm up, I'm having coffee, I'm doing this, I'm running an errand. None of that. You got to be on the radio at 6 and be ready to go.
Which is why they're doing such a good job with it, because that's a major adjustment in itself, the lifestyle adjustment is a big thing. And
Hey,
you got
Teddy.
guys like me stiffing you for the segments, too.
I got something for you.
Give it to me.
You probably seen it already, but WWE is apparently doing WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia in 2027.
I heard rumors about it. I didn't see anything like official about it.
I
but
didn't
heard
see it
people
official,
talking,
but I mean,
somebody from Saudi Arabia came out and said
people are
that.
talking.
So I'm sure it's going to happen.
What is that? How does that make you feel? I mean, come on.
Well,
An American institution, except when it's in Canada.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of it because it's WrestleMania is sort of like an event for all the fans to kind of go to and you experience WrestleMania, but also other smaller independent wrestling companies, they kind of have some things there, and there's a lot of fan fests that go on in that city, like the last year and this year that's been in Vegas, and there's a lot of events that go on around it, and people travel there and check it out. I don't see people from, here traveling over to Saudi Arabia and doing all of that.
Maybe this is their opportunity to broaden their horizons, experience a new culture.
Yeah, but would you just shut up?
What's a flight?
Shut up.
What's a flight cost to Saudi Arabia?
Oh, come on. You fly Saudi Air out there?
Well, a lot of people can drive, in the U.S. and they're like, maybe I can't afford that, but I'll go
Especially
and drive.
the female fans, they go over there, they rent a car.
They're in good shape, right?
Yeah, right?
I don't think they can do that.
The wives and the daughters, they're going to have a hell of a time out there.
Don't
You know,
think
I'm sure they got
on their bucket list.
special matches sometimes. They have like lumberjack match, kendo stick match. Maybe they have a stone to death match for WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Maybe they do that.
They might, yeah.
They've been running shows in Saudi Arabia, though, for a few years, right?
Yeah, they do that. Usually it's once a year, I think, that they do that. But they signed, like a huge, multi-million-dollar deal that they get, a huge amount of money from them to do a show over there.
Can you imagine the amount of money they're getting to do this? If it's true.
It's, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars, right?
It's gotta
be. It's crazy.
You thought it was going to stop at Live Golf?
No.
By the way, speaking of Live, Greg Norman, Sharky, out
officially.
His contract expired last month. He's not with Live anymore.
I was hoping that it was going to be more animus, that there was just a big falling out, that Greg just had a change of heart and he was going to blast him, but no. It's just the end of the contract.
He made a lot of money from those guys.
He made a ton of money. I don't even know. Did they make a ton of money or do they have a ton of money? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Did they make a ton of money? I mean, I know Greg did, but I'm talking about the entity. Are they making money hand over fist?
Live?
Or do they just have a ton of money?
Losing money hand over fist.
No one's watching it. They might be doing
the Saudis
better.
have a lot of money because of the dinosaur bones they have under the sand.
I don't know what to make of it, but I keep seeing people that have tried an actual event, and I just try to shut my mind off from it because I don't want it. I am done with it. I've been done with it from the start. I just am not of the opinion that it can coexist with the PGA Tour. That's like to tell us that the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, or Major League Baseball can get challenged one day by some other thing at that top highest level of the game.
What if it's better, Timmy?
It's not.
You're missing out.
It's not. You didn't come up with something that was a magic potion to make the game better in any way.
You're too close-minded about it.
I'm nothing but an open mind.
One NFL team is bucking the trend. Bucking the trend. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Things are a little stop and go and causing a 5-minute delay if you're on northbound 270 on that east outer belt between Easton Way and 161. And there's a couple minutes slowdown if you're on westbound 161 between Johnstown Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Morning Juice, real football talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10 TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, light winds, and a warm and dry finish on this Thursday. Get out and enjoy. Temperatures holding in the low 80s. Overnight, we'll drop back down to the low to mid 50s with clear skies and light winds. And then during the day, back in the mid 80s with plenty of sunshine for your Friday evening plans. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama Ted would like to inform you that this ain't one of them. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Everybody that knows me knows that I've got a house that isn't brand new. Thank you. My God.
Sorry.
And look, it's aging a little bit, and it'll take some fixing things from time to time. One of the big things, though, is when that roof goes. That can be a whopper. That's why I recommend my friends at Victor's Home Solutions. If you got to go through that one, you're looking for all the things that I look for, right? You want communication. You want people that are going to show up on time. You know, like me for radio interviews with my friends T-Bone and Tyvis. They're not going to do things like that. And they've got the finest craftsmen that are in this town. You got to check them out at 866-VICTORS. That's the number. Or go online at victors.com and get that free 21-point roof inspection like I did when my guy Sonny came in there and showed me all those things. Luckily, my roof's got some life, but I know exactly where I'm going to turn to because they can offer that 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since you don't want to pay the high rates, for a limited time, they're offering a 5-year no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. Victors.com.
Hey, Teddy.
Yes.
You know who's got the best record in baseball since August 31st?
White Sox.
Really?
9-2.
Doesn't it just piss you off, though?
9-2.
Doesn't it make you mad? Why? Why do it now? What's the point?
Well, no, but
here's you get a hot streak going into the offseason. We'll all feel better about that.
Here's why I feel better about it. Because it's not just a bunch of jabron veterans that are suddenly hitting. They actually have some prospects they've called up that give me hope for the future. Now, they'll screw it up. They'll trade him in 2.5 years, okay? But that was my issue last year. That's why that team was so bad. They lost the most amount of games in Major League history, modern Major League history. And they didn't really have anything to show for it when it was done. No young players came up and showed you a little glimpse of something. Nothing. It was pure torture. At least this year's team, they've still lost 90 games. They suck. But you have some young glimpses, some players that are doing things that you can say, oh, I can see him being around for a while. That's pretty good.
You know what I thought about that?
Why do you have to take it away from me?
I'm not trying to take it away from you. I thought all those same things about the Orioles. I thought it was our time, okay? I thought in these recent years, it was one thing when they had that resurgence with Buck Showalter.
You had a bad year this year. You still got your core there.
I hope.
You got Adley Stevenson and who else do you have?
Adley Stevenson. You got these newfangled guys. Jeremiah Jackson's showing up. They got the second catcher that they just paid $65 million to. 2 teams in baseball, 8-2 in their last 10 games. Sox, Orioles. Red hot at the end. It means nothing.
We're going to do some audio from Teddy in a second, but the New Orleans Saints, they're bucking the trend. We talked about it yesterday.
Ooh. Ocho. Why don't you just burp again?
I got phlegm now. We talked about it yesterday. Denver Broncos going to build a new stadium, domed.
Retractable.
Retractable.
But
yes,
domed.
I'm sorry, but domed. They've been in the same stadium since way back in the early 2000s. Right? The Browns, they got to move. Can't stay in there anymore. It's garbage. Got to go. Got to go to Brook Park. How about the Saints? Saints have just signed another 10-year lease in the Superdome.
God love them.
They've been there for more than 50 years. Right? Eventually, I'm sure they'll have something new. But look at that place, man. That place has withstood it all.
I think there's an emotional connection to that place.
And there should be. That was
from the fans
Katrina
in that area.
and everything that stadium went through.
100%.
It was a refuge for people. There were people who died in there.
It's a big deal. I think that's a big deal to people, not just in New Orleans, but in the whole
that
region.
Place. And God forbid, look, I'm not saying that the Euros do it right all the time. As a matter of fact, they're starting to do it like us. They're taking their old soccer stadiums and they're tearing them down and they're building new ones.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
Didn't Tottenham just do that in the last 3 years or so?
There needs to be some character. All right, we've got modern amenities over at Ohio Stadium.
Renovate.
Ish. But you walk in there, you're also aware of the history. And that's part of sports, isn't it? Being part of something that's bigger than you, that transcends generations, going to the same ballpark that your grandfather went to? I think we're losing some of that.
You're preaching to the choir, man. Don't you want to stay at Rate Field for the rest of your days? Just all the character it's got.
You know what, though? No, you
smells,
you crap
and the
on
sounds.
that. You crap on that. There's nothing wrong with that place where the White Sox play. You know, the old man just wants his hand out, wants a new free stadium given to him. The reality is the White Sox did everything that they could to keep that neighborhood down. Any single time, because their big gripe is, there's no bars and restaurants people go to. Nobody wants to come down here. Well, because for the last 40 years, all you've done when somebody wanted to open up a restaurant or a bar down there is say to the Bridgeport people, no, it's going to ruin our business. We got bars in the stadium.
They try to keep people out of there.
That's right.
And yet they want to go to a place where they can build up all the businesses because
here.
They'll own the land and then they'll get to charge a lot more rent on it and make more. They could just try winning more as well. I didn't mean to take a shot at your ballpark, but it's
I don't know.
It's lower on the rankings for ballpark.
I come out here. I'm happy for 2 seconds. You won't even give me that.
I try to
they're
shut it
9-2,
down.
and they're like, what are you talking about? You suck. All right, Teddy, let's do some audio. What else you got?
Okay, the head football coach at South Carolina, Shane Beamer.
How's that Diet Coke?
Nice.
It is good.
Yeah. Just press a button to get that. And Shane Beamer, he was talking in the press conference earlier this week about something that he'd like to have, but he hasn't been given permission to get this.
All right.
Talked my wife into letting us buy a boat. She determined that a new rug in the living room was more important than a boat this year. And when I come home at night and there's piles of Amazon boxes for things that have been ordered that I did not order on my front porch, that's why we don't have a boat yet, but maybe one day. But I do appreciate those people being out here as well. I love you, babe. You know, I'm kind of joking.
I love the way he says it. Rug.
I got to
get a rug.
Get a rug. Piles and piles of Amazon boxes.
You're making enough money, Shane.
You don't
make millions of dollars, you moron.
Yeah. Let me worry about that when I see Amazon boxes delivered day after day after day.
I don't know if I can afford a rug and a boat. Yeah, maybe not a yacht.
I'll tell you,
pontoon.
I'll tell you what. He doesn't need just a pontoon boat. What are you making conservatively? The head coach at South Carolina, he's making $6 million a year, right? It's got to be.
Christ, Torg's got one on Indian Lake.
Yeah.
Torg's got one. You got to have one. Hey, dude.
Indian Lake, that's Torg's spot?
Yeah.
That fits.
Yeah.
He doesn't go to Delaware. He goes to Indian Lake.
What else you got, Teddy?
All right. Charles Barkley, he's on one of our favorite shows, Inside the NBA, that used to be on TNT. Now it's on ESPN.
Hey, man.
And they had a lot of issues. We've heard Chuck say over the last several months, hadn't had much communication with ESPN and like what the show is going to be about. So finally, he did get a little information about what's going to happen. So here we go.
There's been a really lack of communications from everybody because I don't think nobody know what's going to happen, to be honest. So the best part of our show is like that 45 minutes to an hour, we get to go crazy after the game. That's the best part of our show. Our question, which we haven't got an answer for, is do we have to go right to Sports Center? Or when we on ABC, do we go right to local? Those are two important questions that we actually getting together in about 2 weeks and going to finally sit down with ESPN face to face and says, hey, can y'all tell us how this thing is going to work?
That sounds like someone doing a Charles Barkley impersonation.
I think that's just Caliendo. I
don't think that's even him.
I think that's just Frank. Hey, man, I don't know what we're doing here. That's just Frank doing this. Nobody talking to us, man. I don't know what I follow Chuck because I've heard this. We've read about this before where they don't know about the time, the length that they're going to get on that show. That's a big deal. I think some people thought that was going to be a 30-minute show or they hadn't gotten the answers to that. And he's kind of speaking to it. But the party says, don't know if we're going to local first or Sports Center first. What's the difference to like how they do their show? I'm not going to change the way that we do the show. I don't care what is preceding us. How much time you're giving us to do the show, that's a big thing. They don't want to have like a hard out. to do that show. Because when you're on TNT, I think they could just end it when they wanted to end it. And then, I don't know, a rerun of Highlanders on at 1:17 in the morning. Right? It just doesn't matter.
There can only be one Highlander. Hey, something cool is going to happen at the Buckeye game on Saturday. I'll tell you what it is coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 15-minute delay if you're on eastbound 70 on the west side between Fisher Road and 315. And stop-and-go traffic is causing a 20-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between 5th Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian, there's nothing like it. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Save $28 or more when you join today. We're raising the bar with these benches. And our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. So join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Offer ends September 12th.
See Home Club for details.
He's a former coach with two sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
As we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body, to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics regenerative medicine is regenerating me, all natural. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, it looks like the competitive Satch is back. Feeling great and giving his golf buddies a hard time.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man is one soiled bed sheet away from being Jeff Remmer's legal guardian. This is Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. All right, I got a couple things for you. What are you doing?
What?
You putting on suntan lotion?
I'm burning up.
But there's no sun in here. It's hot. It's not hot tan lotion.
Jerry, we're at the beach.
You're out of your mind.
Got
Teddy,
fair skin.
I think the heat has finally made him delirious.
Or maybe he should put some grease on. And then we'll put him in the hot tub.
Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
Butter him up. Can we get some butter on him?
God, if I'm going to cook, I'm going to cook.
Now it's going to be smell protected. Like lotion, like suntan lotion in here.
You know what?
For the next half an hour.
I'm doing you a favor. Right? Yeah, right, Teddy? It's a good smell.
It's like the beach. You love the beach and the sand.
No.
It should be a cologne.
I hate that smell. What is that, banana boat?
Oh, yeah.
The good stuff?
Yeah, that's clinically proven. That's the 50.
You need the 50 in here. It's hot.
On the face.
You idiot. What? All right, I got some news for you. You ready?
Oopsie daisy. I've dropped it. Uh-oh.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry about that.
All right. Here's some news. Buckeyes and Bobcats, Saturday in the Shoe, 7 o'clock here on The Fan. How am I supposed to work with you just rubbing cream all over your face?
Did I get it?
Too shiny.
Did I get it?
No, you're too shiny. I don't like it. The OSU and OU bands will be performing together at halftime. That's nice.
I saw that last night.
You seen it?
And I thought the same thing. Because what did it say, the OU marching band? They call themselves the 110. Is that what you're saying there?
Yes.
And I should know this. That would mean that the best damn band in the land, are they double that size? Do they have a fixed number that they stop at, or can that change from year to year? And I thought this is 2 straight weeks now where the game might only be to a certain point, but what they did in the collaboration they did with the Grambling State Band, or at least all the photos that I saw, and just the goodwill being shared between the members of the Ohio State Marching Band and the members of the Grambling State Marching Band, they're all happy. They're all having a good time. They're all hanging out with each other. I thought that was cool to see. People bonding, sharing their different experiences and the different bands that they're in.
All right, here's
and
what
to
AI
see these
tells
guys
me.
do it together, this is going to be cool this weekend.
228 brass and percussion instrumentalists.
Wow.
8 D-Row members, which they say is drum major training, and 12 student staff members. So depending on where you look, it's either 248 or 228.
Nice.
Will you take your sunglasses off?
It's hot. It's sunny.
All right, I got
baking out here.
Teddy, this is right up your alley, Ted, and me. I just saw this on 614 Now. For the first time ever, the International Pizza Expo is coming to Columbus. The Expo's main event and conference is held annually in Las Vegas every spring, but this year, the event introduced a traveling component that will bring it to cities across the country.
Do you think that Pizza Madness had something to do with it?
Says for the first time ever in 2025, Pizza Expo is launching a brand new event in the Midwest in one of the world's most pizza-obsessed cities, Columbus, Ohio. Billed as the world's largest industry trade show, the Pizza Expo will stop by Columbus October 26th through the 27th at the Convention Center. There's a link for registration. Early registration ends October 24th. So it sounds like it's like a traveling road show. They're going to go to a bunch of different cities.
But we're one of them, so that's good.
We're one of them. That's
good.
right.
That's good. And I think that's awesome, right? It's about time that Columbus is getting some of the respect, the national respect, for being a pizza town. And you know this for just loving pizza the way that you do. And I also want to know if you ever are going to follow through with the book idea that you had. It was kind of like a project of yours for some time to travel around.
Here's what I decided
trying different
about that.
types of pizzas.
I know, but here's what I decided. That a lot of that would be traveling to pizzerias across the country and not just eating the pizza, but conversing with the people who run the pizzerias and sort of telling their stories. And then I realized I have no desire to talk to anyone.
Come on.
All I want to do is just eat the pizza and leave.
If it's about...
Make like a tree and leave.
Get the hell out of here. If it's about the pizza, I think your attention span's going to be there. You're going to be locked in. You're going to want to hear. You like to get in depth about the subjects that you're really passionate about. That's what's good about you. So why wouldn't you want to hear people that are making great pizza tell you a little bit about
That's
why they're doing what they do?
That's something I do maybe when I retire. I'm not doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, it would be something.
When you drive me out of this business, which won't be long, buddy.
What'd we say? Are we going to make it for that Liberty, Ohio
in
football
2040?
Game? In 2040?
15 years?
No.
I may not make it on this earth. I'll be dead.
I'll be 56 years old when that's done. Man. I just hope to still be
How old
ticking.
Are you, Teddy?
Teddy.
What are you, 52?
How many
hanging out with Rimmer?
How many years is that?
15.
15 from now? Oh my, yeah. I'll still be here, yeah. I'll be in the upper 60s, I guess, right? Mid 60s, yeah.
Not mid.
Yeah, probably early
You'd
60s.
be 67.
Probably early 60s.
Do you plan
here?
Late 50s.
Do you plan on making it to retirement age at this station?
Yeah.
What's the other burning desire?
You don't have any burning desire?
As long
be at
as
home.
Common Man sticks around, I'll probably be here.
Teddy and I are a package deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I love doing the show with you, Timmy, but if Teddy wasn't here, I'm not here.
Well,
somebody's got to wipe me.
That's right. Help you
Change my diaper.
Help you up from the toilet when your back goes out.
That's a paid position. There's no volunteers for that one.
Doesn't pay well, though.
It's not like
Doesn't pay well.
It's not like you're Michael Jordan or Mark Mangino.
No.
I assume at the Pizza Expo, You're going to be able to go around and
sample,
like eat lots of stuff.
Why would you not be able to go around and eat lots of stuff?
I'm hoping.
Of course. Now, when they do beer fests, I've not been to a beer fest in Columbus, but when I was younger, we did a couple of these in the Raleigh-Durham area, and they were fun. And you would get the 4-ounce commemorative glass. Depending on, there are different types of beer fests. Sometimes you got to buy the tickets. I said those are lowbrow. Just charge me a fee, give me the glass. Charge what you want to charge, but that thing needs to be go around and sample the beers that you want to sample.
Stuff.
Yeah, don't do that.
Charge me once.
Yeah, charge me what you need to charge.
Even if it's more than individual tickets.
If it's $100, I don't know, but it's a 4-hour or a 6-hour chunk, and it's all you can drink or all you can eat, what have you. So there should be an all you can eat type of pass. I mean, I'm going to be doing the Wing Fest coming up here on October 4th again.
When's the Wing Fest?
The Wing Fest, October 4th. It's coming up. It's in Grove City. It's at the American Nitro. It's not that far off of the one Grove City exit off of 270.
Stringtown?
Yeah, it's not the Stringtown one.
Oh, it's on 270.
Yeah, it's at American Nitro. It's in the property of the factory there. It's a great spot. And you can do the wristband. So
how many different places are going to be out there?
Well, the great thing about that is there might be like a chain wing spot, but it is mainly focused around people like competition wings. If you think you are smoking a hell of a wing that you want everybody to try, you go there, you cook it, you serve it up, and then we vote on them to decide who got the best ones there.
It's amateur cooks.
No, it's both. It's semi-professional. There's professional. There's amateurs. There's both. And so everybody's in the same pot. And you can make up to, I saw tents that had 3 different styles of wings. Anything you wanted. And now I'll even be able to try the hottest ones there because I've nibbled on a ghost pepper. So it's not going to affect me
Maybe
as much.
you and I can set up a booth at the International Pizza Expo.
Oh, man.
And we can have Skip Mossick's peppers. We sell them there.
We sell the peppers at the Pizza Expo?
At the Pizza Expo, because you walk around, and I'm sure they got the pepperoni vendor. He's there. Right? We'll be the pepper people.
But do they want to have those
Carolina Reapers?
Do they want to have the Reaper peppers and the ghosties on their pizzas?
Absolutely.
Too hot.
What did you do with the Reaper pepper?
Oh, it's back there.
Do we have to refrigerate it? How long does that last?
I'll have to look that up on the interwebs. I don't think you'd have to refrigerate.
We just got our ratings yesterday. We didn't hit the 30. Getting closer, though.
That's right.
Getting closer.
Well, we're coming off of the summer months.
I understand.
And it was
I have high hopes.
They were good. They were good, not great for what the standards of excellence are. And I know I'm dragging them down.
Get out of here.
We'll keep building them back up. or bye-bye. Fired.
Back page coming up. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is backing up due to an accident that's on eastbound 33 after Hamilton Road. It's causing a 15-minute delay and slow traffic from Refugee Road. And there's also a 15-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. Oh no, I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my 2 best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
Your home, your comfort, your family, that's everything. Big companies shout, big ads scream, but trust is quiet. It's a tech who fixes instead of sells. A family business here since '66. Northland Heating and Cooling, your local Lennox premier dealer. Honest comfort, real people, real peace of mind. Northland Heating and Cooling.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. they'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
At CME, many of our team members are certified financial counselors, trained to help you budget smarter, tackle debt, and build a plan for your financial goals. They offer free confidential support exclusively for CME members with real-world guidance. Whether you're starting from scratch or need a plan for a specific financial journey, our counselors are here to help. No judgment, just support. Let's move forward together. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details. Buckeyes, the 2025 football season is here, and that means 3 things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime and Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly.
Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
If your neighbors describe your home as, you know, the one with that garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. Our beautiful Clopay doors will transform the look of your home, and for less than you think. It's that simple. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Attack and dominate. Morning Juice is on YouTube and 10 TV Plus.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Join Bobby Carpenter and Tito weekdays starting at 6 or watch on demand. More Bobby, less commercials. The Fan.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos, they do the legwork, everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. So we're talking about the
pizza thing.
International Pizza Expo, which is doing like a traveling road show this year. They're going to be in Columbus in the spring? Yes?
What's it say?
I just read the damn story.
I didn't have the article up in front of me.
I thought it was like in October.
I'm sorry. October 26th
Next
to the 27th, so next month. This is just for industry professionals. This is not open to the public.
Oh, well.
I guess.
Forget that.
No, forget that.
Look at
We're
us,
not the
Teddy.
public, Ted. We're influencers, damn it.
You're Panama Ted.
All right, we had a 64
that's right.
bracket pizza tournament. We're not just regular Joes. We're pizza people.
And it's not a coincidence that you had the Pizza Madness and then they come to town.
Yeah, this has never come here before. All of a sudden, we have Pizza Madness and they're showing up.
Yeah.
They should be giving us awards at this thing.
Mm-hmm. Kickbacks.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw something else that was hitting social media because he's just everywhere you look. It's about him. Portnoy stopped by one of our favorite spots.
I saw
when he was here in town.
He was at JT's.
He went to JT's and he liked it. He's a tough grader, right? He gave like a 7.3,
something like that.
Yeah, something in that realm. But they got the photo up there. And you pointed this out too. It's big time stuff. The publicity that you're going to get and the exposure that you're going to get. I ultimately don't know how much that helps in the long run because so much of his audience is national. And is that going to stick in your memory bank? I know some people might still go to the Triple D website if they're going to a town and try to hit a restaurant that maybe a guy like Guy Fieri went to.
Tell you something.
But we love that spot.
When we put you in the finals, JTs.
We love you, JTs.
You're slobbering all over Portnoy's knob.
We're right here.
Looky
We're
here.
50 yards away from the Grandview spot.
When we were doing Pizza Madness in the spring, first time we did anything like this, we took it seriously. We did our research. Bone and I got very, very fat. We would get calls from the pizzerias saying, since you guys started doing this, business is up like 25%. And we were very happy with that. We don't want your money. We're just doing this purely as a research project and because we like pizza. It's as simple as that. JTs, who's going to bring you more business? Me and Timmy and T-Bone? I don't count Tyvis because
maybe Tyvis.
He thinks all pizza tastes the same anyway. He's out of his mind. Or Portnoy giving you a 7-3.
There was the last time that I went to JT's, I think I gave a little review and gave a number, and I think I hit them with an 8.9. In my grading, I want to make getting a 9 just an unbelievable knock you out.
So like a 10 to you is
10,
unattainable.
A 10 is almost unfathomable.
Have you ever given anybody a 10?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think since I maybe did 4 or 5 of those since I tried to expand the horizons a little bit and try more outside my bubble where it's flyers all the time. But the 2 times I've visited that JT's, I'm not kidding. There's nothing really to go wrong with. They've got different kinds of crusts. They've got the garlic butter crust where they drizzle that little line around the edge. They've got the better pepperoni, the cup and char style, the crispiness, the melt on the cheese.
We had so many good pizza places in this bracket.
They've got the bold sauce and the spicy sauce, too, which is a good touch.
You said you were going to pick up your game and start going to more of these places, and I don't feel like you're holding up your end of the bargain.
Seriously?
When was the last time you went?
I went to Emilio's this past week.
You didn't. Unbelievable. But you've been there before.
I have already been there. And I went back, and it sort of confirmed what the first visit showed me.
Emilio's is very good.
Is that's one of the best pizzas in town.
They're going to be in the bracket again, but you need to get to new places.
I know. It's cooled off a little bit here. Look, I got out, when I was doing more of this, I got out to Eagle Villa, right? In New Albany. Solid, very good. I made my way out to Bexley Pizza Plus. Remember that one?
Yeah.
They were in the running. Did Emilio's. I got to do more. Can you give me another recommendation? Where should I go next?
Recommendation. I've given you. You got a whole bracket full of recommendations.
I know.
I've
got my
told you
bracket.
to go to Torita's. I've told you to go there.
I brought you Torita's for the last show.
But you didn't go there and eat it. You got to sit in the parking lot and eat it.
What's the difference? I was eating while I was driving back.
No, you got to have it fresh.
I was running over old people to get back to the studio on time. Angela was here. I was listening to the segment. It was very emotional. Last show. Yeah.
I don't remember that. I was on Quaaludes that day.
The Back Page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
I want you to play this game for me, or try to. This was from the college sports only Twitter account. They said it's Throwback Thursday, so name the first college quarterback who pops into your head.
Joe Germain.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be Joe Germain. For some reason, the one that they threw out here was someone from South Florida, Matt Groth, Grothe, Grothy or Groth.
Who wrote this? Mrs. Groth?
I mean, I'm sure he was a good player because they were ranked number 2 in the country, right behind Ohio State. They were number 2 in the BCS standings in 2007. And then again, like I think back to that era, those years, I think of Todd Reesing at Kansas doing his thing. I think of like random quarterbacks. I think of like Taj Boyd at Clemson.
About a Kurt Kittner.
Guys like that. Kurt Kittner. But EJ Manuel at Florida State.
Yeah.
Guy like that.
Bust.
Oh, total bust.
He was first round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was a top 10 pick. Maybe to the Buffalo Bills? Yeah. It didn't work out for him. Oh, hey, Teddy. September 11th, 1985.
Okay.
Sounds like a good date to punch into your DeLorean.
All right.
Might run into Marty. September of 85.
Maybe.
Pete Rose lays claim to the moniker the Hit King.
Hit King.
4,192 on that day, passing Ty Cobb. None of us could stand him when he was alive, so we told him to stick it. Hashtag Reds Vault from the Cincinnati Reds right there. How's that make you feel, thinking about Pete Rose breaking the all-time record?
I do remember that. I think they were playing the Padres that night, and I remember him hitting that, and Marty had the great call, but it's a shame what happened to Pete.
Yeah, it was a shame what happened.
The gambling or the dead?
Which part?
It's a shame that he went down that direction.
Oh, no, he's fine now. He's done.
He's fine now.
Trumpy says good.
He's
fine now. He's back in.
Getting in the Hall of Fame, right?
Eligible. Will he get in? I mean, he was never in.
He's not eligible yet. They talked about it.
Well, I'm sure he'll get his own wing if it, up to the powers that be.
Is he not off the banned list? Was that not the story? What am I misremembering?
Well, but
Roger Clemens.
Eligible for the Hall is not the same thing as off the banned list.
Well, he's not going to go play or manage again. I don't think.
He's dead.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He can't. It doesn't matter if he's banned or not. He can go to the Hall of Fame. Well, not him, but
of course,
history.
Yum-Yum's remarried,
but he can be enshrined posthumously.
Yes.
I can't say
well,
that
this
word.
was really something.
Posthumous.
You can't say it? You're saying it.
Posthumously. Inquiry.
Buckeye show's next. We'll see you tomorrow. Football Friday. Cowan, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple minutes slow down on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between East Main Street and 33. And you're looking at a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. From sudden injuries to serious illness, their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com to find your nearest hospital. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And today we're in my showroom so you can hear how our windows keep sound out.
It's pretty loud in here, Wilson.
Well, Leslie, that's because the window's open. But if you close it like so, well, it's kind of good to let in a little nature.
I think nature just honked at us, Wilson. Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
When you're ready to sell your car, another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company is the easy, fast, fair, and hassle-free way to sell. This is Justin Hinderer. We pay top dollar for your vehicle, whatever the make or model, and no purchase is necessary. Consider trading and get even more toward your next vehicle. Drive in today and leave with cash, or get a great deal. See why it's a pleasure doing business. Just visit HindererMotorCompany.com.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Save $28 or more when you join today. We're raising the bar with these benches. And our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. So join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Offer ends September 12th.
See Home Club for details.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Dormar, you're pilot hero.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as always, is Dr. Brian Galoni. Doc, let's talk injuries. So Texan center Jake Andrews, he's got a high ankle sprain. He's 2 to 3 weeks on that. High ankle sprains seem like that type of thing. It's the last injury you want, right, to start the season?
T-Bone, we all know about what we call a lateral ankle sprain. That's where we step on the curb, or if you're an athlete, you're cutting really hard and you roll that ankle in. That's called a lateral ankle sprain. Depending on the severity, that's usually a couple weeks type recovery at the most. But a high ankle sprain, that's a different kind of injury. You do it in a different way. Obviously, it's higher up in the ankle. And, for you and me, those things are going to take 4 to 6 weeks to heal. So I'm impressed they're looking to have him back in 2 to 3 weeks from now. Definitely a little more acute injury than your regular ankle sprain.
Saw for the Falcons that Drake London, their wide receiver, has a shoulder sprain and that he's week to week. We've heard of separated shoulder, dislocated shoulder, shoulder sprain. Where does that fall in the mix of all those?
So, you know what? If you go back and look at the video, I think he was making a catch, comes down on his side, on the outside of his shoulder. That is something real typical for what we call a separated shoulder or an AC sprain. So where your collarbone comes across and connects to your shoulder. That's a common area to get sprained. And that's less severe than a dislocated shoulder where it pops out of the joint. So these shoulder sprains, these separated shoulders, if they're mild, you could be back to play in a week or 2, 3 weeks at the most. If they're severe, it might take a little bit longer. They're calling him week to week. I don't think it's going to be real severe.
Good stuff as always, Doc. We appreciate it. We'll talk again next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.